her own story to tell, who's beautiful inside and out. Here she is right now for the finale of Kwentong Barber. Mga kapamilya, mga kapatid, mga communicants, I give you MAYMAY and Trata. All right, here she is, everyone. We've been waiting for quite some time. It's been a couple of months, and the long wait is over. I give you the one and only MAYMAY and Trata. Here she is. Gusto mo yung intro
Yay!
na yan, May?
Ay, what
Kalma
ASAP
lang
na
yung
to?
intro. Hindi. Kwentong Barber ito. Ito yung finale.
Ay, sorry. Sorry. Nalito yata ako. Wow, congrats. Congrats, Edward. Dahil nga, finale na nga ito. At sobrang ano ko naman, pakiramdam na special na guest dito, no po? Kasi nga talagang finale. At gusto ko lang mag-hi sa lahat ng mga Kuminizens at sa lahat ng mga fans na nanonood sa atin. Magandang gabi po. At sobrang kinagagalak ko. Sa wakas, nandito na po ako sa Kwentong Barber.
Oo, Kwentong Barber na walang kwentong
Nang,
barbero, May. Walang kwentong barbero to. And this is also going to be the place where we can talk fully. Kinakabahan sa DJ backstage. Pero we can talk
uy,
fully about
grabe. Walang
anything and
nervous
everything you
please
want.
kasi,
Ano? Walang nervous?
okay.
Di ka nervous?
Oo.
Ako nervous ako.
Oh, patay.
Okay lang
Wag,
yan.
wag.
Kasi
Kakapitan
ito
natin
yung
to.
first
Kaya
time
na to.
actually. Ikwento ko rin sa
Mm.
mga nanonood ngayon. We'll be taking our time with this. So walang super energetic. We're just gonna talk here. But my mind, this will come out this is airing now in May. So May 19 actually.
Okay.
It's around that. Should be airing on May 19. Pero since
Mm-mm.
the beginning of this year, I think I've only seen you. Syempre, hindi counted yung ASAP or I Want ASAP. Siguro mga 5 or 6 times,
Oo.
no? Mga ganon.
Oo. Simula yata ng year na ito. Hindi siguro 6 times, Edward. Mga siguro, mga nasa 4.
Oh, but I mean like siguro in person it's only like 3 or 4
Oo.
times. Oo. So of course
Oo,
there's
mga
no reason,
ganun.
but of course COVID restrictions, work, hindi magkatugma yung yung mga guesting sa atin sa ASAP.
Yung schedule namin,
But
oo.
yeah, so now we're here. Pero speaking of ASAP, and I'll jump straight into the interview. Something I'm so happy to see, talagang natutuwa
Mm.
ako, nagagalingan ako, is yung mga performances
Wow.
mo sa ASAP. Like, super, nakikita ko yung, pinapanood ko yung mga prods. Siyempre, may mga nagtatag sa akin, nagsisend ng mga videos. Sabi ko, uy, iba talaga
Oo.
to. Kasi, I remember,
Uy.
naaalala ko yung mga times na nandun tayo sa gym, sa common gym area.
Oo.
Tapos nagre-rehearse tayo ng mga prods for ASAP. Like 15,
Mm.
20 times the day before. Tapos
Grabe
ngayon,
yun,
di na
oh.
kailangan. Di mo na kailangan yan. May mga 7 prods per taping.
Uy,
No, seryoso.
wag mong sabihin yan kasi.
Wag mo i-deflect yung compliment kasi magaling ka talaga. So, now that you're there, nagpe-perform ka na,
Hindi.
nagta-transform ka on
Uy, Diyos
stage.
ko.
Anong pakiramdam, May? Kwentuhan mo kami.
Ang pakiramdam ko, wag mo silang bulahin, Edward, dahil ang totoo
Hindi
hanggang
kita
ngayon
binobola,
ay
May.
nagpe-prepare pa rin ako. Okay. Well, hindi naman gaya dati na sobrang alam mo yung hirap na hirap. At least ngayon
Yeah.
nakaka-adjust na tayo. Nakaka-adjust na ako, lalo na every Sunday ako at naging regular na ako sa ASAP natin to. Nakaka-adjust, pero syempre, the more ka nagiging magaling na performer, the more na mas lalaki yung, the more na mas pahirap o ibibigay sa'yo na prod. Which is sa akin naman, okay naman sa akin yun dahil nga doon naman tayo nag-grow kapag may mga mahihirap na challenges or may mga mahihirap na gawin na hindi pa natin nagagawa. So yun, pakiramdam, feeling na sobrang siguro masasabi ko na grateful ako sa pagbigay sa akin ng oportunidad ng ASAP natin to. Kasi nga,
Mga
gusto ko
kasama mo sa
talagang
stage minsan yung queen of the dance floor si Kim, you got Sir
kaya
Gary.
nga,
Anong feeling?
oo. Eh, 'di ba masayang-masaya kasi 'di ba dati nag-aasap natin tulang tayo kapag alam mo yung konti lang
Yung
yung
yung 30 seconds yung prod.
yung extra. Oo, which is okey na yun sa'kin, eh, pero yung mabibigyan ka ng pagkakataon na makasama o makapag-perform ka sa mga paborito mong artista, yun sobrang beyond yun sa dream ko. Kaya mas, 'di ako hanggang ngayon talaga hindi pa rin, unti-unti nagiging sink in siya pero ayoko din na pumapasok sa ulo ko nang sa gano'n hindi lalaki yung ulo ko.
Mm,
Um Basta everytime na nagpe-perform ako kanila Sir Garvey o kaya Ate Kim Chiu at sa ibang artista, nagiging ano, napapabalik lang ako sa dati na, wow, grabe, nakikita ko ang Stevie ta's ngayon nakasama ko sila. Grateful ako kasi
mhm,
sa dami-dami ba naman ng tao na gusto na makapag-perform sa ASAP Natin 'To at isa ako dun sa napili nila. In general, grateful ako sa ASAP Natin 'To family, sa pagbigay nga ng tiwala nila sa akin sa talento ko at ngayon na mas alam mo yun, mas nagugustuhan ko na yung pagpe-perform, eh, ng mas natutukan ko siya ng mabuti na kung saan ay talagang, um, nag-workshop ako,
mhm.
with, G-Force at ayun
Nag-dance cover ka nga,
ngayon
eh. Nag-dance cover ka
ayun
pa.
ayun na nga,
Maria na.
workshop/dance cover. Dapat workshop lang yun ta's biglang naging dance cover. Oh, sige,
Mhm,
ta's biglang ayun na, wow, gusto ko din magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga ano, netizen, sa lahat ng mga tao naka-appreciate po dun sa sayaw na yun. Di ko in-expect na alam mo yung ma-appreciate nila yung dance cover na yun. So, thank you. At ayun na nga, dahil nga sa patuloy na perform ko, mas napamahal ako sa pagpe-perform, wag kang tumawa diyan, di pa ako tapos. Mas napamahal ako sa pagpe-perform at ngayon nabigyan ako ng pagkakataon ulit na magkaroon ng panibagong single with under Star Music,
yes!
Star Pop,
Okay.
kaya yun mamaya pag-usapan natin.
Oh! Well, everyone, medyo nagulat ako because I was just watching the live and I was I was looking. Woo! Okay, you can see I'm getting a little red in the face, but I was watching Sakumo as well, and you can see the way that she's grown as well sa asap natin to. And medyo on the flight to guys. Oh, of course, this had to happen on the last day. But I was watching Sakumu, and I see a bunch of you commenting at the moment, and you can see how my mind's grown sa asap natin to. At we'll be talking about all your see later. She talks about her newest upcoming single. Nakita ko rin sa Instagram ni MAYMAY. I was just actually there as well. Yung mga new posts, of course. Wait, yan pala. But to everyone on Kumu at the moment, we're actually already at 250,000 diamonds. That's crazy. We say to Tona Luz, Mayward Japan, Mayat Smith, Ella Baribal, Saranghe Mayward, Majimbo, or Majimbu, Franzi, Karen K, Ellison Breha, and Mayward Flyers official. Over 3,000 viewers, guys, and over 250,000 diamonds. Maraming, maraming salamat. Actually, I think Atiana, I know you're listening. You might have to correct me. I think we're actually over 4,000 at the moment. But you might have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's around 8 times we'll be coming in. So if you guys do have any other mga follow-up questions or anything that you want to hear, I'm here. I'm here. Nanonood din ako. I can't watch on the laptop. I'm watching on my phone as well. Kaya nakatingin ako sa baba at nagulat ako or live. But if there's no questions, I think we can get straight back to it because we're not in the really really exciting part of the interview just yet. But again, to everyone who's sending diamonds, maraming maraming salamat. I think my dad is watching. I think the likes of Chimmy Chippy are watching. Thank you so much. But with that being said, I think we can get back to the interview because I want to keep the ball rolling. I want to keep on watching. See you guys. Let's go back.
Yung kantang ito, ang title nito ay "Di Kawalan", At oh, itong kanta ito ay tungkol sa ano, pagiging independent woman. Siyempre hindi naman tayo aabot dun sa pagiging independent at saka pagiging strong woman kapag hindi tayo nakaranas ng mga masakit at mapapait na nakaraan. Pero alam niyo, ako, sobrang na-inspire ako sa kantang ito kasi masasabi ko na I'm still learning na maging independent and strong woman. Kaya nung narinig ko 'tong kantang ito talagang sobrang masaya ako dahil it reminds me na dapat maging grateful din pala ako sa masakit na past ko. Dahil yung sugat sa puso natin, yun yung bumubuo sa pagkatao natin ngayon. At habang sa paglipad at sa pagpatuloy na paglipad ng ating puso at pagkatao, diyan mo talagang mas nakikita na mas nagiging klaro sa'yo sa ating mga kababaihan na walang kahit sino ang magte-take over sa puso mo kundi ikaw lang. Kasi tayo yung mga reyna ng mga puso natin kaya dapat kung, kung magmahal man kayo ulit siguraduhin niyo na mahalin niyo muna yung sarili niyo nang sa gano'n ay hindi mahirap makahanap ng taong mamahalin ka gaya ng pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo. Hmm.
Love that message. Love
So
yourself. And I remember this. I know my that. Let's get real. Of course, I remember. When you were saying that. I remember this one verse that we both know. Parang the whole
hmm,
Philippines know this from the Bible. Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up on wings like eagles, and
hmm,
so on and so forth. And we see that in you.
yeah, oo.
Hindi ako
Uy,
nambobola ngayon. We see it in you that
okey.
in your own way, through your mga performances mo, through your being
Mm.
real, that you are already soaring. Pero ang tanong ko sa'yo, nagbago lahat. 2020 to 2021, nagbago lahat. Nagbago
Anong
yung
ibig sabihing
industriya.
nagbago lahat?
Nagbago
Oo,
lahat. The whole situation in our lives is nagbago lahat.
mm.
And a lot of new things had to be learned. A lot of old things had to be forgotten. So para sa'yo, actually, I'm just segueing this to this one question ni Nalin Francie. Ano yung isang bagay or what is something that you love now that you could never have imagined that you would love in the past?
Oh, ano yung isang bagay na naiisip ko na nala-love ko na ngayon na dati
Mm.
hindi ko na-love? Ah,
Or na hindi mo
wow,
imagine na hindi mo
hindi ko
na-imagine that you
ma-imag
would love it now? Oo.
yung pagpe-perform, yun yun, gaya ng
Hmm?
sinabi ko sa'yo kanina. 'Di ba nai-share mo na nung mga unang nag-perform tayo sa ASAP 'di ba, parang panay ano tayo, sobrang takot na takot tayo.
Mhm.
Tapos ako, like yung
Kay Teacher
nagko-concert
G.
na tayo, kahit nga nag-concert na tayo ng ilang beses dun sa Stardome, saan
Sa
nga yun Edward?
sa,
Oh, yun at
basta doon sa malapit sa thingy, SM.
oo,
Skydome,
yun
Skydome,
at
Skydome.
saka Skydome. Ayun, sa Skydome at sa Kia Theater, kahit ilang
Mhm.
beses na akong nagpe-perform, pero andun pa rin yung feeling na bakit hindi ko siya alam mo yun, hindi ko siya ma-embrace. Kaya simula nung nag-pandemic tayo nung 2020, tapos parang sunod-sunod din simula nung nag-open ulit pala yung ASAP natin 'to. Tapos binigyan nila ako ng sobrang hirap na prod na mag-isa lang ako. Tapos dun ko paunti-unti na minahal yung ano, yung pagpe-perform. At to tell you honestly, kahit nga yung acting po, kakatapos nga lang ng acting namin nitong January, hindi ko
Mhm.
pa rin siya ma-fully embrace. Kaya na-realize ko talaga dapat mo talaga siyang ginagawa lagi hanggang para sa gano'n, eh, malaman mo kung talagang gusto mo siya. Hindi
Mhm.
mo kasi pala talaga malalaman kung ano yung gusto mo kung hindi mo tina-try yung mga bagay na hindi mo pa nagagawa.
Mhm.
Ang kailangan mo lang is ano, courage at strength na hindi, kaya ko 'to, ito yung binigay sa'kin ng Panginoon, gagawin ko 'to. So
So,
yun, yun din
sorry
yun
to cut you
sa
off. Puwede mo ba
oo.
sabihin ngayon na mas mahal mo yung performing, kesa acting? Yun ang talagang main focus mo? Kasi for me personally, I can say that I love hosting
Mm.
more than acting. At
Oo.
sa nakikita ko at nakikita ng mga viewers, I feel, para mas mahal mo
Mm.
yung performing, which is great to see, ah. Pero am I right about
Mm.
that? Mas mahal mo yung performing?
Oo, Edward, masasabi ko na mas, love ko yung performing kaysa sa acting. Pero kasi gift yun, eh, 'di ba? May binigay na gift ng Panginoon. Hindi naman puwede na ito lang yung ifo-focus mo kung nabigyan ka din ng gift sa acting o kaya naman sa modeling o kaya naman sa performing or hosting. Kaya ang kailangan mo lang talaga is kung paano mo i-maximize yung mga gift na yon. At siguro ako mas pina-priority ko lang yata yung pagpe-perform since
Mhm.
na-build up ko kasi siya since last year at ayoko na, mawala ulit yon dahil lang nag-skip ulit ako at naisip ko na gawin ng ibang bagay. So, bago ako magta-try ulit, ng acting o na ibang proyekto, gusto ko muna na, alam mo yun, buo ako dito sa passion ko sa
Mhm.
pagpe-perform. Mm.
Nakikita namin and I can see it as well. It's from an overflow of passion what you're doing. Kaya kahit seven
Mm.
prods, every rotation, every cycle
Uy,
ng ASAP,
Diyos ko Lord,
um,
7
I
crores wala na, yung kamay ko nandun na sa ibang lupalop na ano, lugar.
but but now my whether kung acting man yan or modeling or your new
Mm.
single, um
Wow.
what can we expect more from MAYMAY and Tratado?
Expect more? Don't expect. Wala na kasi.
Masama mag-expect.
Masama kasi nag-e-expect baka kasi hindi ko mabigay yung expectation niyo.
Mm,
Siguro just be surprised na lang.
okay.
Sana po suportahan niyo po ang Di Kawalan at available po siya sa lahat ng platform. Platform,
Digital
tama ba,
platforms,
Edward?
digital platforms, oo. Ako na lang mag-plug sa
Ako na ako na kasi hindi ako ready, eh. Hindi ako ready. Ito yung first na promo
Mm.
ko sa song ko. Ma-a-appreciate ko po talaga kapag, suportahan niyo pa ang aking bagong single. Siyempre para ito sa mga kababaihan katulad ko na dati ay yun nga, nakaranas tayo ng mga mahihirap at masakit na nakaraan pero ayun na nga hindi naman tayo maging strong ngayon kundi dahil sa past natin. Kaya sana makatulong itong kantang ito para i-remind sa inyo na you're a strong woman. Kahit
Mm,
sino pa 'yan, walang kahit sino man ang makakapag-destroy sa gandang meron ka sa kalooban mo. Kaya 'wag mo hayaan na mawala 'yun sa'yo.
amen. I don't think it's just for the even just for the women, just for everyone. I guess the main message is know your worth. Know your worth as a child of God. So yun, we'll be looking forward to that, Mai, to more performances to come. Yun na yun. Thank you so much, Mai, for coming here on Kwentong Barber. Maraming salamat. We've coming up to our time limit now. So thank you so much. Yun na yun. Alright, see
Yay!
you guys next time.
Thank you, Edward. Parang talaga ba?
Hindi, joke lang. Of course, we'll be bringing more and more onto the interview itself. But yun nga guys, check out my new song, and in just a bit we'll get more two more questions as well. So let's keep an
Uy,
eye out for that. I'm here. I'm not distracted this time. But yeah, of course, my said it. Sorry, I made a little bit of a mistake at the beginning. I said we wouldn't be talking about the song. What I meant is we won't be talking about the music video. So there are a few parts. Kasi medyo spoiler siya. I got to see as well. But of course, abang nyo rin po yung music video of Di Kawalan, which will be coming out, I'm sure, soon after yung release on Friday, which is her single, which is just the track. So again, check that out. Pero, yun nga, actually, during these segments, ito na lang yung gagawin natin, guys. If you have any questions, habang nagsha-shoutout ako or even these short sessions in between, um, send them now. don't send them habang nagpa-play yung interview. Send them now so we can just have a couple of minutes. We actually have a question from Dukande. How are you feeling, Edward? I'm feeling. How do I say this? This interview was a couple of weeks ago already, and I'm still like, wow, I'm a different person 2 weeks ago. I'm not saying that nag-iba yung morals ko, nag-iba yung identity ko, but like, I know that I've grown in 2 weeks already from who I was before. So, feeling ko may ganun naman tayong lahat. So, it's just sort of like looking back, I don't usually like watching myself. And I find all these little things na, ay, parang di maganda yung segue mo dun ah. Or, But I'm having fun. I'm laughing as I watch as well. At masaya din ako Dokande because we have so many people sending their virtual gifts. Thank you so much to Chiming Chippy for that Yamashita. For Genia07, Maywardology, Rain, Rain Acera. I think that's, forgive me if I pronounce that a little wrong. I'm Saranji, or Saranang. That's how I pronounce your name. I'm so sorry if I'm getting this wrong. I love you so much anyway. It's Meglex, Tony Luz for that Malacanang. Maraming salamat. There's a question. Dapat ba kayo may kabahan? Um, no reason. No reason to be nervous. No worries. I'm just nervous because this is the finale. My team is just nervous kasi marami silang hinahandle na tech stuff. So, I mean, I can't speak for you, pero feeling ko naman wala. Pero kung mali ako, we'll see. But if you guys have any more questions, send them in now. I'm actually gonna take a moment to drop onto Kumu. I'll get back to the app already because I want to see who's there. I want to give a couple more shout outs as well. Kaya guys, let's just say mahaba tong interview na to, pero sulitin natin yung yung gabi nito, yung very exciting, very long awaited night na ito. So, get your food, get your drinks. I saw a comment na Edward nakahanda na yung oxygen ko. I'm not sure why would you why you need oxygen. Um, from Janet Rosa, may reveal ba dong? Reveal ng ano? Reveal ng mga answers to questions? Meron naman, and we'll find that out later in the episode. I see one. Lurker Anonymous. What's up, Lurker Anonymous? Bebini Yam Yam for the halo halo. Thank you so much. Yeah, keep on sending your questions, guys. I wanna hear it. There's another question right here from Random Lurker. What has changed and what remains the same in your relationship? What has changed? So go to the maturity level as well. We know parang what's how do I say this? How to grow as well, certain boundaries as well. But what stays the same is that I said it in the post kanina that you'll see. Na some things will never change. And there's another question here. My future project ba kayo? Nothing that I can say at the moment. Of course, we're both. My said that kanina sa interview that before she goes into acting, she wants to be really solid and stable sa craft ng performing arts, singing and dancing before she moves on to something else. And I feel like for me, it's very similar as well. I want to make sure that solid ako dito, so solidified ang platform. And then we'll see what happens in the future. I'm not the management. Hindi ako may hawak ng pera or ng creative juices like ABS-CBN. So let's just see. And there's another question, and let this be the last question before we get onto the interview from Mielle Mile. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name a little wrong. Forgive me. I still love you. But if you ever, your question is, will this make us happy or sad? And I mean, I really don't know what to tell you. Parang, alam mo yung papunta pa kayo sa, I don't know, you're about to eat something and you're asking, magiging masarap pa to? O hindi? Let's just eat it. Let's just see. And thank you for that. Oh, another Yamashita Gold from Chiming Chippy. And to reward that, to say thank you for that, ituloy na natin ang interview. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Don't worry. Everything's okay. See you guys in a minute. So it's weird getting to
Ay.
interview you because I know a lot of I know how you think. I know how you
Oo,
act.
oo.
I know some of the answers of the
Oo.
questions I'm asking. Kaya parang gusto ko iwasan yan. Marami
Mm,
naman akong tanong na gusto ko tanungin sa'yo na di ko pa natanong dati. And I never realized why. So, there's gonna be a chance to do that now because you had a story before you became Maymay Entrata, PBB housemate, Mayward,
mm.
performer, Loving in Tandem, lahat yun. May kwento ka dati. And we just want to get a
Ano yung
vibe of
kwento
that.
ko?
Yung kwento
Akala ko
mo,
ba
your
kilala mo
life,
na ako? Ikwento mo na yung kwento ko.
mga experiences mo. And
Since
I
kwentong
realized
Bible,
there were
ikaw na magkwento. Okay. Sige.
there's some
Tapos,
questions that hopefully we're gonna get answered now as well. So I just want to bring up a couple of pictures and just know what you remember, what you think, um, some of that. So Ate Felice, can we bring up that first picture? Boom.
Uy!
Of course, ito yung time na na-meet mo si Enrique.
Ah,
You got to hug him. You got to did he
uy!
I think he even like kissed you. You got to dance together, you got to have a dinner together. Parang
Oh my God.
parang kinilig ka, Maya.
Teenager. Uy, grabe. Yung picture na yan. Ilang taon ba? 19, no?
19. You
Grabe.
were
Alam mo
19,
yung
yeah.
parang, yung feeling na, alam mo yung teenager ka pa, tas may crush ka. Yung puppy love na
Mhm.
tinatawag
Yeah.
nila, na gustong-gusto mo mangyari, na nakikita mo lang sa utak mo na sana ganito yung mangyari, maha ko siya, makakausap ko siya. Tapos nangyari. Crush
Mhm.
mo ng 6 years.
Mhm.
Tapos nangyari. Ano mararamdaman ko? Ayun, tingnan mo, ganun. Malapit ka na sa pakyat ni Sir Enrique na parang wala nang bukas. Ay, Diyos ko. Pero grabe, kaka-recommend kasi ng YouTube ko yun. Doon. Nakita
Really?
ko, Oo, kaya minsan alam mo minsan natutuwa ako makita yon. Kasi napapa-remind ako kung gaano ako kabaliw as a fan at hanggang ngayon, nagiging fan pa rin ako sa kahit sinong mga iniidolo ko at lang maganda lang looking back na, wow, grabe 'no? 'Yun yung
Na-meet
time
mo
na
na.
parang naisip ko sa sarili ko na wala talagang imposible.
That's true. That's
Kasi
true. Nothing is impossible. Mm.
nothing is impossible talaga at, nung panahon na yun, wala grabe panay ano lang ako sa kanya, titig lang ako ng titig sa kanya na parang walang bukas kaya ginawa ko na lahat tapos hinalikan pa ako ni sir dito kaya dream come true yun sa mga ano, mga teenager na may mga ultimate crush.
Oo,
'Yan, at
totoo.
isa na ako dun sa mga sobrang nasuwertehan na na natupad yung gusto kong mangyari with my ultimate crush.
So
So,
may
yun.
ngayon, actually I was asked this question sa Magandang Buhay
Hmm,
before. But, I wanna
mm.
ask you as well kasi feeling ko alam ko na yung sagot, eh. Do you still have a
Oh, bakit?
celebrity crush now? Kasi parang you're actually at this point when this comes out, you'll be 24 years old. Parang tapos na yung mga panahon, even for me, tapos na yung panahon yung mga celebrity crush. Parang
Celebrity
weird na
crush.
kasi
Ayan.
na-meet na natin yung
O
mga idols natin in the industry. So ikaw ba,
oo.
meron pa rin or hindi na?
Paano ba, like yung crush na parang kilig-kilig, gano'n?
Yung
Siguro
parang si Sir Enrique sa'yo
kahit
dati, katulad nun?
yung parang wala na yata, wala Edward. Pero yung paghanga sa like mga talento, hanggang ngayon din naman na mahanga pa rin naman ako din kanila Sir Enrique or
Mhm.
kahit sino man na Sir Gary, Miss Angel Luxin, sino pa ba? At marami pa, like sila Miss Ma Salvador, Miss Bea Alonso.
Na
Kinikilig pa rin ako, pero hindi yun to the point na alam yung
starstruck
ultimate.
lang kumbaga.
Yung gano'n na gano'n.
Parang
Oo, gano'n.
oo.
Oo, gano'n.
Well,
Siguro more on ano ako ngayon, K-drama.
ay naku. Sino favorite K-drama
Oo.
star mo?
Oh my God, ang hirap pumili. Sa dami-dami nila. Um, sa akin na lang yun, Edward, kasi hindi ko mabilang eh.
Okay, okay, sige.
Tsaka,
Sige, sige.
oo. Mm.
Well, we'll see in the future
So,
if,
yun.
meron na dadalaw dito sa Pilipinas. 'Yun, malay natin baka mag-guest
Oo,
sila sa
oo.
mix. We'll never know. Pero, let's
Edward,
move
alam
through
mo
that.
na, ako
Oh,
tatawag ako sa'yo, sabihin ko, "Edward, oh, ano na, 'di pagkakaalam ko mag-i-interview ka daw K-drama actor. O alam mo na, sali mo na ako diyan. Magkano ba gusto mo?"
oh my God. Sige, Mai, promise ko sa'yo if ever na magagawa ko 'yan, FaceTime habang nandun sa interview. Tas,
Okay.
video greet. Okay na 'yan, okey na. Sige, sige. Let's go to the next picture, okay? Let's move through these a little bit quicker as well. May naalala mo siguro 'tong moment na 'to, eto yung the day before yung 'di ba two big nights, may dalawang gabi, 'di ba? So this was the first one.
Mm.
This is with
Hala,
the day before you won PBB, ikaw yung big winner ng PBB Lucky Season 7.
uy
Siyempre
grabe.
nandun sila
Uy,
Kuya Nico, McCoy,
mm,
Yong. Um, Anong
mm,
feeling looking back? Magfa 5 years na 'to, soon. Um, Early next year, it'll be 5 years since this moment happened. So,
mm.
anong feeling looking back kung paano ka nagbago, kung paano ka nag-grow? Tell us about that. What's going
Uy,
through your mind?
grabe. Tawag nito, 'di ba kaka-post ko lang nitong like last week yata 'yun kasi nga nakita ko sa recommendation ng YouTube na nag-flashback
Ay,
lang yung ano
cheerleader?
yun, yung task natin na cheerleader, eh, 'di ba nanalo tayo nun tapos doon na sunod-sunod na akong manood ng PBB kasi 'di ba sabi ko sa'yo, hindi ko panonoorin ang sarili
Mhm,
ko.
mm.
Hindi. Pagkatapos ko napanood kasi yung kay Sir Enrique sabi ko, hindi ko sabi, hindi ako manonood, hindi. Ayokong pakita ang sarili ko. Tapos tapos nitong last week lang
Memories.
sobrang nakaka-miss talaga. Nakaka-miss lang kasi yung panahon na yun na hindi natin alam na nire-ready na pala tayo sa totoong mundo, bale itong showbiz na world na ibig ko
Yeah,
sabihin. Kasi yung sa PBB, sa loob ng PBB para siyang training para i-build yung lakas ng loob mo sa
totoo,
sa
totoo.
sa totoong, mundo which is dito sa showbiz.
Teka lang,
Tas
May, sorry,
ayun lang,
Go, 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 go.
tapos sige. Tapos yung nakita ko yung Edward tas ngayon na naman nagre-reminisce na naman ako kasi 'di ba tandaan mo nung nasa PBB tayo, ano, kahit simpleng bagay lang, kahit nanalo lang tayo sa isang task, sobrang
Sobrang sarap.
masayang-masaya na tayo. Kahit nga lang nakatikim tayo ng ice cream at saka cake, yun na yung pinakamasarap na natikman natin sa buong buhay natin. Kaya minsan, kasi sobrang na-overwhelm tayo sa mga malalaking biyaya na meron tayo ngayon, okey din pala na bumabalik tayo dun sa PBB kasi
Mhm,
at saka dun sa dati kong buhay dahil nga minsan nakakalimutan natin yung mga simpleng bagay na yun lang yung enough na yun para mapagpasaya sa atin. We don't need like abundant para ma-feel yung o ma-satisfied tayo. Kasi ako mas pipiliin ko yung simpleng bagay. Kasi yun lang yung need lang naman na kailangan ko. Kaya siguro hanggang ngayon talagang as much as possible um, gusto ko mamuhay ng simpleng buhay lang kasi the more mas simple mas the more mong na-a-appreciate kahit yung mga maliliit na bagay. Ano mo yun, the more mo hindi makakalimutan kung saan ka nanggaling, the more na hindi ka mawawala sa tamang
right.
landas at hindi ko masasabi na for 5 years walang like, walang ibang okey, 'di ba sabi mo kung anong nagbago. So,
Yeah,
dun tayo sa word na kung ano yung nagbago. Lagi nating sinasabi na change for a better way. Pero gusto kong sabihin sa mga tao ngayon na na dumating sa point na nagbago ako sa maling paraan. Pero that bad way can turn into something special kapag kapag na-realize mo na mali yung ginagawa mo. Kasi you will be strong enough na na hindi mo gagawin yung bagay na yun ulit. At isa din ay para din, alam mo yun, isa din ay para mai-share mo din, no, yung na-experience mo dun sa mga taong hindi pa naka-experience ng mga maling desisyon at maling direction. Kaya, alam mo, isa sa mga natutunan ko sa mga nangyayaring ito, sa lahat-lahat, lalo na dito sa pandemic na ito, talagang, alam mo, wag tayong talagang mag-rush. Alam ko talagang karamihan sa atin ngayon, talagang gusto natin maka-escape dun sa mga bagay na hindi nagsasang-ayon sa gusto natin. Pero na-realize ko na there's no such thing as escape pala. Only perfect timing. At pinili ko yung God's perfect timing. Hindi ko to sinasabi para lang ma-inspire kayo o sinasabi para lang maging maganda ang show na ito, Edward. Sinasabi ko to kasi testimony ko to. Na-witness ko talaga mismo sa experience ko, sa mata ko, kung paano ako ni-rescue ng Panginoon sa sa maling direction, sa mga maling desisyon. Kaya ayun.
That's beautiful.
Huy,
Yeah, I know.
so,
I'm curious.
so,
I'm
dumaan ba
thinking.
yung Panginoon?
Hindi.
Ayoko
Go
naman
lang.
maging sobrang...
No, no, no. This is the space for that. We want to hear your testimony as well. Ako nga eh, hindi ko narinig ng buo. Um, there are some parts where I think parang safe to say no, I know that I saw a certain side of it.
Hmm.
And for me as well, uh, basta, I'm getting off track. Yes, Edward, you're getting off track. Again, guys, ulitin ko kasi parang this is really a conversation that we have. It started as an interview. Now you'll see, at starting from this point especially, nagiging conversation siya. And I'm laughing, I'm smiling about it. Pero you also see, as I heard someone say, bakit daw awkward? I was feeling awkward in this point of the interview. At yung dahilan nun is because this is the first time I'm actually interviewing MAYMAY. Like interview ha, host and guest, my interview. And MAYMAY and I are used to working with each other. And there's so many answers na, ang isipin nyo talaga, ang weird talaga pag meron kang tinatanong, nang alam mo na yung sagot. But of course, the whole point of an interview is to bring the information to you guys. So even if I know the answer, or how she's gonna answer, it's different. I hope you guys understand that. But nothing's wrong, naman. But yeah, you'll see now that I think from this point, if I'm correct, if my memory serves me right, mas open up kami parehas to each other and of course to everyone watching. So yeah, to the 8,000 viewers or over 8,000 people watching at the moment, that's a crazy number. I feel like we could break the record today. Di ko alam, malay ko ba. But to the for all of the 1.2 million hearts and over 1 million diamonds already, maraming salamat. This is, I mean, we're just getting started, honestly. And to Sarang Himayward, to JDL, or so JD Lubang 25. It's Ditzy it's a Ditzy Spider. I like that name. Who portrays Rain Acera. Um, to a Mayward Closet fan, Loki song. It's Meglex. G Amore at 25, at 21. Chiming Chippy, of course, for them diamond showers. Maraming salamat. Silent Lurker, Gab, and Mayward Flyers official. To all of you guys, thank you so much. But I don't want to take too much time. So if you guys do have questions, send them right now. Magbabasa din ako sa Kumu. But I want to keep the ball rolling because Maymay just talked about her testimony. And of course, we're not gonna, I hope there's a venue really where we can send and hear all of it because I know it's a whole full story. Even I don't know every detail the same way. Not many people know all the details of my own testimony. Pero if there's, there are very few there are very few people in the world that will be able to share their full on testimonies. And that's life changing. And one of those is Maymay. At may nagtanong kung ano raw yung maling decision ni Maymay. I don't know. I can't say that. I can't speak for her. And I don't even think if even if I did know, of course I wouldn't tell you because sa kanya yun. But we all have our own journeys. I've made my own big mistakes. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na kailangan nyo i-share yun sa buong mundo. Even if you're in the spotlight, even if you're in the public eye. Um, and it doesn't, like, a lot of people think when you say the words, I made mistakes, or if Maymay says, may mga mistakes siya. All of you guys think extreme straight away. All of you guys think like the craziest things that could happen to someone or the worst things that people could do. And you'll never know. I'm not confirming or denying kasi hindi ko talaga alam. But what I'm trying to say is when someone tells a testimony, listen to the testimony. Don't think about what it's about. Look at how she's been saved. Look at how like the way her life is now. In the same way, I would love that for myself as well. Instead of trying to figure out what happened, just look at the way that God has changed things. So I think I'm preaching to the choir already. Pero I hope that moves or just changes your perspective just a little bit. Kasi lahat tayo may mga mistakes and lahat tayo may growth. And lahat tayo may magkakaroon ng testimony to share with everyone about how we got through it. In our case, in both of our cases, God was there and God was present and God was the only reason that we got through it. So in our own respective cases. So I'm talking too much at the moment. For the over 8,000 viewers, maraming salamat. And for the over 1.3 million diamonds, thank you, of course, Zita Lopez for that Zamashita. Yamashita gold. But let's get back to the interview. I want to keep the ball rolling. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Don't go away. One thing I wanted to say, may
Mm.
mga things na parang I really wanted to talk about in this interview, and that's one of them, yung
Mm.
testimony mo. Kasi alam ko
Oo.
kung saan ka nagsimula. Nakita ko halos lahat ng buong journey
Uy.
mo. And can I ask you, alam ko medyo private naman to, but how did he save you? Kasi ako may story din ako dyan, but how did he save you?
Uy, grabe naman. How did he save me? Hala, grabe. Paano ba ako magsimula? Medyo mahaba-haba 'to.
Sige. Wait, so just to clarify for everyone, how did God save her? Not that how did he save her? How did God save you?
Wow, grabe yung tanong na 'yan. Paano ba ako na-save ng Panginoon? Siguro ginamit niya yung mga taong malalapit sa buhay ko, naging tulay para mas i-remind ako sa pagkakamaling nagawa ko. Ah, so yun, paano ba? Since kasi nung taong ito na nagsimula 'tong taon na 'to, I never thought talaga na maka-experience ako ng trauma
Mm-hmm.
sa past ko. I've never thought na makaka-experience ako ng depression. Kaya nasabi ko 'to nitong, last Sunday na hindi biro yung depression at isa sa mga pinapasalamatan ko talaga yung, ang Panginoon dahil ginamit niya yung pamilya ko, yung lalo na yung kuya ko, yung nanay ko na lagi kong kausap yung time na nade-depress ako, pati yung mga matalik kong kaibigan, sila Patricia, Ina, Casey, Jabin, Pastor Kate, Pastor James, Sir Jerwin, Sir Owen, Sir Rain, uh, ikaw, ah, parang grateful ako na alam mo yun, na kahit hindi man ako nagshi-share sa kung ano talaga yung pinagdaanan ko, pero grateful ako na andiyan kayo para suportahan ako at para mairamdam sa'kin na okey lang lahat. At saka isa din is, there's this special someone na nagsabi sa akin na, "You can have all the money in the world, but you can't buy honesty." At yun yung nag-remind sa akin dun sa sinabi ng Panginoon na, "The truth will set you free." 'Di ba, sabi niya. Kaya yun, sinasabi ko sa inyo na hindi ako perpekto. Gaya niyo, nagkakaroon din ako ng maling desisyon, maling direction, at yun yung mga maling desisyon na yun, mga maling direction na talaga makakapag-destroy sa self na sa self ko at sa inyo. Oh my God, nauutal na ako kasi kapag
Yeah.
na
Go ahead, take your
na
time.
na-imagine ko lang yung panahon na, alam mo yun, yung parang na-experience ko yung depression at hindi siya talaga madali. At ayun, at forever grateful ako kay God na ni-rescue niya ako at binigyan niya ako ng pagkakataon to live right at na may integridad, at wala pang mas masasarap sa buhay natin kapag alam mo yun, totoo tayo sa sarili natin. Kaya masaya ako na ngayon na patuloy akong nagpapasaya sa mga tao. Mas relief sa akin na magpapasaya na alam kong totoo ako sa sarili ko at sa mga sumusuporta sa atin.
I love that. And I'm happy.
Mm,
I'm happy. I think I said this to you a couple of days ago. Actually, when this came out, basta when when we were shooting this a couple of days ago, na kahit anong mangyari, as long as I get to see, or even if I just get to
mm,
know that you're good with God, and I get to see, kasi when you walk with the Lord, parang they say, and
mm,
this is a special word for specifically for women, that you'll become a fruitful vine,
mm.
or a growing vine in the household, na parang you will flourish. And that's what I
Wow.
want to see, just for you to
Mm,
flourish. Wherever you do, wherever you are, just to see that. And I'm so glad that we have that testimony, because parang sa industriya, walang gustong umamin na nagkamali sila. No one likes doing that, but you are one of the few people who
oo.
loves to do that. And your story, I'm sure, will bring many people to God. So thank you for sharing that, Mai. Yun nga, thank you for sharing that. Now we're parang wala na talaga tayo sa script, tapon ko na yung script eh. But
Tapon
there's
mo
just
na.
one there's just one special moment, feeling ko sa
Oo,
PBB naman, tama ba? Hindi. There's just one last picture I want to show you, and then let's move on to something else. Here it is
okey.
at the Philippines. This was Loving in Tandem. Ito
Uy,
yung first movie natin. First movie natin
Diyos ko.
na
Oh my God.
umaabot ng
Pero
17 to 20 takes per shot.
oo, kahit nga yung
So,
paggising sa umaga 13 takes yun.
13 takes yun, tas walang
Kahit
linya.
ngayon oo.
Oo. Oh my gosh, napanood mo pa. Akala ko wala ka sa shooting na yan. Pero I can say, ito yung time na naging mas close tayo. We understood each other more. We were struggling more, and of course, pressure makes diamonds, I guess you could say. So, I think parang sa movie na yan, doon talaga nabuo yung relationship natin, yung friendship natin.
Mm,
So,
mm.
what do you remember as the most key moment sa tong 2017? Kasi sinunod natin sa 2017, di ba? Nung time na yan, yung most key moment for you or for us as a love team.
Hindi lang dun sa Loving Tandem.
Hindi, yung nung time na yan, yung
Nung
habang
time ng
nag-shoot tayo,
2017.
oo.
Okey. Yung key moment, wait lang. Siguro yung time na kasi hindi tayo masyadong nagkukuwento sa isa't isa, 'di ba? Kahit nga yung nagsimula na tayo ng movie ay hindi tayo talaga yung alam mo yun, na kapag may problema
Mhm.
nagsasabi, bale parang puro lang biruan, tawanan or gaming, parang wala talagang deep conversation. Siguro yung key moment na nagpakatotoo tayo for the first time sa kung ano yung totoong nararamdaman natin dun sa panahong hirap na hirap tayo. At yun dun nag-start na nangako tayo sa isa't isa na kahit anong mangyari magiging totoo tayo sa nararamdaman natin. Well, hindi naging perfect pero at least 'no, doon nagsimula na alam mo yun, na okay lang na i-express yung totoong nararamdaman natin kasi meron talaga isang tao na na maiintindihan kung ano talaga yung nararamdaman mo at yung time na
Yeah.
yon, yan, yun, tayo lang nakakaintindi sa mga hirap na pinagdaanan natin nung time na yun. Lalo na't nagsisimula pa lang tayo. So, yun.
Naalala ko din. Sorry, I know this is a show and there should be a host. Pero ako, as you're remembering it, Mai, I'm remembering it as well. Yung
Mm.
sa- sikip sa dibdib, yung pagkasikip sa dibdib pagising mo, at alam mo may taping ka, tapos mabigat yung eksena.
Oo, tsaka
Um,
yung suka-suka ka pa.
oo. Tapos parang dapat magpahinga ka na lang sa tent kasi hindi pa ba
Oo,
eksena, pero hindi ka makapagpahinga dahil iniisip mo yung mangyayari mamaya. And
oo.
I just want to say, like, I don't want to treat this as a me being a host. I just want to say, as someone that went through that with you, salamat for having my back nung time niyan. Because I don't think anyone else really knew how to except for you. So thank you for having my back there. Um,
Grabe.
pero
Oo, 2017. Grabe yung bilis, no?
bilis ng panahon. Now we're here, 2021. Malay natin, we
Oo,
don't know
ngayon
what's coming
nag-host
up
ka
in the
na,
future.
wow! So, may sarili ka ng show, tapos may upcoming new show ka, kaya congrats sa'yo. Gusto mo bang i-plug? Or let's talk about,
Wow!
parang naging,
Sige, gusto mo
let's
ikaw na
talk
host,
about your
May?
new show.
Uh,
Ha, sa ngayon lang, sa
actually,
moment na to, let's talk about your new show kasi hindi ko pa masyadong naririnig yung mga like details about your new show. So, paano ba? Ano ba ang konsepto nitong bagong show mo?
are we really
Ano bang
doing this?
kaibahan ito sa Kwentong Barber dito sa bagong show mo?
Okay. Sige, sige. Salamat, first of all, Maymay, for having me on your show. Uh, Kwentong
Kwentong
Entrata.
Maymay.
Kwentong
May
Maymay.
entrata. Kwentong
Actually,
Pirata.
I will take the, but I'll take the chance to plug the show. Actually, guys, this coming June
Okay.
5, we'll have this new show airing on Mix and on TFC. So this will be airing in different countries all over the world as well, called Fresh Take.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's
Wow.
basically a show where we'll be bringing OPM or Filipino music, yung talent na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas,
Mm-mm.
worldwide. We'll be showing all of our OFWs, all of our beloved OFWs, yung mga katulad ko
Mm-mm.
na Pilipino pero lumaki sa ibang bansa, yung mga halfies. Kung anong meron tayo
Happy.
dito sa Pilipinas. And we've had
Natisuy
parang
ang Pinoy.
ang Pinoy.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love that.
no, minute.
Shout out,
Okay.
shout out Easy Mill. Pero yun, we'll be bringing it and
Solid.
it'll be full of performances. They'll be singing their original songs alongside
Mm-mm.
yung mga fresh take or yung mga bagong versions, yung mga
Mm-mm.
other songs, mga original songs, OPM songs as well. We have some amazing guests. We have the likes of Yasida Jeremy G. Um,
Oo.
who else? Anna Ramsey. We have Sab. Ang dami,
Wow.
mga up and coming OPM
Iba.
stars
Oo,
that are coming
iba.
on the show as well. At sana, dahil may bagong single ka na, makakapag-guest ka in the future because everyone in the Philippines should know the talent you have. Pero alam mo, balik rin
Uy,
natin. Eto na.
oh, sige, sige.
If there's,
Ano,
gusto
ano?
mo ikaw maging host for the next couple of minutes? Gusto mo? Ako
Oo
maging
naman,
guest?
kung bibigyan mo ako ng mga, ano bang gusto mong mga pag-usapan? Bigyan mo lang ako ng mga gusto mong pag-usapan. Ako bahala. I'll take
Ikaw,
over.
hindi. Ikaw bahala. Ano yung mga bagay na gusto mong, is there anything you want to discuss? Anything you want to ask? When you were
Anything
talking
but
to me about
discuss.
the, I start doing this when I'm nervous. So, actually, nung nag-usap tayo before this interview, you said to me, kahit
Oo.
anong questions, sasagutin ko. So, ako, ganun din ako. Any questions that you want to ask me, I'll answer. Honestly and fully.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions you ask, I'll answer. Well, we'll see. But at the end, we're actually gonna have a little bit more of that. Yung mga, you'll see. Basta you'll see. You'll see. But yun nga, I just want to say thank you to everyone because we're actually close to already breaking. We're actually at the halfway point now of the episode and of the interview as well. Um, again, I gotta reiterate it. It's a conversation at this point. Medyo halos walang structure. Of course, we're going through the topics point by point, but it's more of a conversation. So it's not like the pro interviews that that we've been used to here on the show. But I think it's good. I'm liking it so far. I'm watching it with you guys as well, and I can't really believe it. We're already at 10,000 viewers. That's crazy. 1.7 million hearts and 2.5 million diamonds. I think the record Diana might need to verify with me. It's like 2.7, right? 2.7 million diamonds. And highest amount of viewers was like 26, 27. And we're already close. That's so crazy. And that was with Kaisin. And then SB19 had the one with most viewers. But to the top three gifters for the episode, we say to Chiming Chippy at, oh, sorry, Zita Lopez at number 3, Mayet Smith at number 2, and Chiming Chippy at number 1. Actually, I know you guys as well, so thank you so much for all the love. But to Anjay, the Tony Luce, Sakura Shirota, I love that name. Saranghay Mayward, M. Louis, GDM, Karen K, Ren07, Chiming Chippy, Aaron Garcia, Chiming Chippy for the Yamashita Gold and the Diamond Showers, Lurker Anonymous, uh, MWSG chapter or Mayward Singapore chapter, Tokande, Scranginars, wait, meron pa. Ella Woods, I love Mayward, the Hong Kong solo Aria, Chiming Chippy again for that Yamashita. Chiming Chippy, you're spoiling me. Smith Mayward and Silent Lurker Gab. Mayet Smith as well for that Yamashita Gold. Thank you so much. Zita Lopez for that Yamashita. That's so crazy. What are we up? We're like, wait, I dropped my phone. We're at 3 million. We actually beat the record. Yeah, we beat the record. Awesome. Thank you so much to everyone. If you guys, again, if you have any more questions, sulitin natin tong panahon nito because as we go on to the interview, as it gets a little more deeper, it gets even more personal. Um, I will be popping up a little bit more because I don't want to ruin the flow or anything. Pero one of the things that we just want to reassure everyone really quickly is that there were some we're seeing na may mga problema tungkol sa mga diamonds na parang hindi pumapasok yung mga diamonds or they can't see it when you pag binabagsak niyo yung mga diamonds walang lumalabas na notification or anything like that or pop up. We just want to guarantee everyone everything that you give will enter and be registered as diamonds. You're not getting scammed. It is coming up. Medyo, yung totoo, I think we're breaking humu at the moment. So sobrang daming gifts. Medyo bumabagal yung stream. So let's just have a little bit of patience with that. But we guarantee everyone, we just want to reassure everyone na pumapasok naman yung diamonds. We want to thank you so much for the overwhelming support. But with that being said, let's get back to the live. See you guys in just a minute.
Sorry, okay. Okay, okay. So, Edward, kumusta ka na ngayon?
I'm
Ilang
doing
question
well.
ba? Dalawa lang, di ba? Dalawa
Ikaw
lang, di ba?
bahala. Ikaw lang bahala. Basta we can go
Oh,
anywhere with this.
wow.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So okay ka na. You're doing well. So, how you cope up with the new normal?
Wow. Never asked before. Never asked before question. Actually, seryoso
Never
may short
asked.
answer. I'm enjoying, mas nag-enjoy
Oh,
ako nga sa bagong normal kasi yung dating normal. Dito ko nahanap yung hosting,
kasi.
dito ko nahanap yung online setup. Nakatrabaho ko yung mga taga-mix again, pero in a different way.
Mm.
Kaya nag-enjoy ako. Yan. Salamat, May.
So, aside sa hosting, meron ka bang mga ibang field na gusto mong itry or maging, alam mo yun, baka gusto mong bigyan ng chance na maging passionate ka din dyan?
Actually, focus muna talaga ako dito. I will put my passions here. If we have a project
Alam
in
niyo
the
guys,
future, game ako.
okay,
Oo, May.
alam mo Edward, sobrang kilalang kilala kita kasi talagang ayaw mo talagang ano eh, ayaw dito ka lang nun. Tapos sabi ko, Edward, gusto mo ba mag-try? Hindi. Um, parang diretsuhan ka talaga, straight to the point na, Hindi May, dito lang talaga ako, focus lang ako dito. Edward, gusto mo bang mag-focus dito? Hindi May, dito lang talaga ako. Oh, sige,
Oh,
diyan
sige,
ka na, May.
ano yung question that you wanna ask?
Uy, parang nag-ano lang tayo nag-video call. Okay. Ha?
Is there, parang hindi na
Is
ako
there,
mag-snap back. Ano yung question na gusto mo tanungin sa akin?
okay. Is there any chance na syempre, nandyan ka sa bagong show mo, so, yung bagong show mo, kasabi mo lang kanina, it's all about music.
Mhm.
So, is there any chance na you will sing again o kaya naman magkaka-album ka tapos magpe-perform ka sa sarili mong show? Ay, feeling ko di ka puwede mag-no kasi sariling show mo 'yan. Dapat dapat mag-try ka
Parang
din. Tapos
parang nga tayo nagvi-video.
kung
Oh,
ito 'no, kung mangyayari 'yan, ako mag-ho-host.
promise 'yan, promise 'yan.
Promise yun. Kung
Sinabi mo
may
'yan,
bagong
ah.
single ka or magpa-perform ka, ako ang mag-ho-host para diyan sa performance
So
mo
kung
na yan.
single ako, ikaw
I-interviewin kita.
magho-host.
Kung
Wala, wag na. Kung may single ako, ikaw magho-host. Game. Let's keep that in the future.
ako.
Pero for my now,
Pero
thank you
alam
for
mo,
hosting that show.
kita-kita ko
Oh,
dun sa teka lang, pero bago ka mag-thank you, kita ko diyan sa utak mo, sabi mo, "Oh, sige, I promise." Gano'n ka, "I promise, gagawin ko yan. Promise mo yan, Sige, hintayin natin yung araw na yan." Pero sa utak mo, hindi mangyayari yan.
hindi naman
Bahala ka sa
mangyayari.
buhay mo." Kasi sarili mo, kilalang kilala kita.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna take back the reins as I don't know, as the interviewer here at the moment, just for a little bit. Because I want to ask you you got deep a while ago. Kung may
Hmm?
isang specific career moment, na doon ka na realize na ito yung para sa akin, ito yung binigay ni God sa akin. This is what I have to do now. Was there ever a moment in the industry?
Na feeling ko parang natanggap ko kung ano yung meron ako
Yeah.
ngayon.
Mhm.
Um, wow, grabe. Siguro merong moment na yon. Siguro masasabi ko more on last 2 years.
Mm.
Yung nahanap ko yung like yung purpose ko. Kasi nga 'di ba ginagawa natin 'to, o sige para saan? Yun na nga, para sa pamilya mo. Natupad mo na yung mga ibang pangarap mo tapos anong susunod?
Mm.
Tapos hinanap ko yung purpose ko na yung may sinabi nga si Pastor James na alam mo yun yung, God gave you blessings to be a blessing to other people. Which is simula nun, talagang pinanindigan ko yung purpose na yun. Pero alam mo, um, hindi talaga matatapos yung challenges 'no. Puwedeng mag-iba pa rin yung purpose ng buhay mo, mag-iiba ulit yung plano mo sa buhay mo. Um, at yun yung nangyari sa akin nito lang. Kaya gusto ko lang din kasi maging honest talaga, ah, as much as possible kasi, yun yung pinangakuan ko simula nung nakawala ako sa 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 hindi magandang chapter nito. At para alam mo yun, para magsimula ulit ng bagong chapter, gusto ko maging totoo sa nararamdaman ko. Hanggang parang bumalik ulit ako sa, hmm, sa sa proseso na, um, kung bakit ako nandito. Sa proseso na to fully embrace yung meron ako ngayon. At hindi naman ako susuko na na mahanap ko ulit yon yung feeling na yon. Kaya siguro ang masasabi ko lang yata kapag darating sa point na alam mo yon, pagod na pagod ka na o hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin mo ulit o hindi mo alam kung ano yung ano pang dapat mong gawin para mahalin mo kung ano yung ginagawa mo ngayon, yung trabaho natin ngayon. Tsaka ko lang din nalaman na okey lang pala na mapagod, okey lang na mag-pause ka, okey lang na magpahinga ka ng konti. Kasi kapag nagbu-burnout kasi tayo, dapat i-acknowledge natin na yung burnout na yun yung parang bad signal na puwede siyang mapunta sa hindi magandang direksyon. Kasi kapag nabu-burnout tayo dun pumapasok yung pagiging impatient natin, yung mga maling desisyon natin. So, para maiwasan natin yun kailangan natin talaga bigyan ng sarili natin ng panahon para makapag-isip, makapagpahinga,
Tama.
ma makakapag, babalik tayo. Alam mo yung tatanong mo kung bakit mo 'to ginagawa? Bumalik ka sa core mo. Ano bang dahilan kung bakit mo 'to ginagawa? Siguro kapag yun nga nabu-burnout na tayo, isipin mo na lang na wag mong isipin na kung ano yung magkakaroon ka in the future. Isipin mo kung ano yung meron ka ngayon
Meron ka
at
ngayon.
yun yung mga mahal
Ayun.
mo sa buhay, andiyan yung pamilya
Content.
ko, andiyan yung kaibigan ko.
Hmm.
So, bakit pumapasok sa isip ko na nai-end yung yung buhay ko, eh, andiyan sila, eh. Meron at meron akong motivation para to move forward, to keep moving forward pala. So ayun, yun yung pinaghahawakan ko talaga ay yung mga importanteng tao sa buhay ko.
Can I ask,
Hanggang
May?
sa
Can I ask? Ano yung
okey,
what's the main thing that you're holding on to right now to keep you going? Siyempre alam natin nandun yung Panginoon. Alam natin nandun yung
mm,
pamilya mo.
mm,
But for you, if there's one thing na minsan alam mo na um, you know the truths, you know what you should be thinking, you know what's good, you know what's
mm,
bad. But sometimes you just need
mm,
something to hold on to. Ano yung bagay na yan para sa'yo?
hmm. Siguro, hmm, hala, ayoko ng ganito, Edward. Um, siguro siguro yung makita ko yung sarili ko na looking back na na, wow, nakaya ko, nalampasan ko yun at yun yung nagho-hold sa akin ngayon. To see myself
Yung
in
mga
the future na na nalampasan ko yung pinakamahirap na bagay na hindi ko akalaing malalampasan ko.
can I ask, I know this is personal, but are you still going through that season?
Oo naman,
Hmm.
oo, hindi ako masasabi ko hindi ako pa fully recovered. Kaya kaya alam mo yun, minsan kasi mga tao nakikita nila masaya ako, 'yan nagtatawanan tayo,
Yeah, yeah.
ay okey na siya. Pero hindi nila alam na nasa proseso pa rin tayo. Kaya ayun, masasabi ko yung totoo na hindi ako talaga pa buong-buo na okey. Pero dun nate-test yung faith mo, eh, 'no? Naniniwala kang magiging okey ka kahit hindi mo alam na magiging okey ka in the future. Pero gets mo?
Right. Yeah, 100%.
So yun,
Kasi parang kumbaga in the future, you know something good is waiting. Kasi God promises that. God really promises that He has plans for you to prosper, that there's so much ahead. Pero,
true.
pag hindi mo nakikita, minsan ang hirap. And you're expecting
Oo,
something, you're wanting something, God might have even promised it to you. However, that's just the way our hearts work as well. So, I know this doesn't mean much coming from me,
hmm,
pero I know that there are people as well, lalo ngayon in the pandemic, that are struggling, that people who struggle with their mental health as well, with their spiritual health. And you're one of the people that hindi lang nagpapasaya dahil sa talents mo. but because of your story, if my can go through it and get through it, so can I. Yun ang siguro yung mga thoughts ng mga tao ngayon. So we
Mm.
commend you for that and we thank you for that as well. Can I ask Mike? Actually, this ito yung question from Bicolan 08 Bicolana 0818. Ano ba yung Bible verse
Mm.
na talagang nagmo-motivate sa'yo kapag super down ka? I'm curious for this as well.
Excuse me.
Ay, sarap nun ah. Adobo? Sinangag?
Ito, wait lang. Baka kasi mamali ako. Wait lang ha. Gusto mo
Go
mag-game ka
lang, go
muna
lang.
dyan?
Sige, one game ML muna ako.
Uy, pwede ba yung banggitin?
Pwede.
Okay.
Banggitin mo yung verse na talagang nagmo-motivate sa'yo.
Okay. Teka lang, Edward. Oh, teka lang po. Wait
Oh,
lang,
go,
huwag
go
ka
lang, go
magalit
lang,
sa
go lang.
akin.
Sige lang, sige
Kasi,
lang. Take your time. Hindi
okay,
naman
ito
tayo
na,
live.
ito na,
Ay,
ito na,
live
ito na,
pala
ito na.
tayo.
Live tayo.
Live
Ito
tayo,
na,
Mai.
John
Sige, sige.
37 pala. Kasi namali ako,
Sorry?
sabi ko,
Isa
John
pa, Mai. Sorry. Can you
3:17
say
ba
it
yun?
again?
Sabi ko, John, John 3:17 ba yun? O John 13:7? Kaya sinearch ko kung tama ako. So, ito, John 13:7 pala. Yung you do not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will. So, yun yung gaya ng
I
sinabi
love
ko
that.
kanina nga. Na, so, yun, every time na hindi ko alam kung ano yung magiging kalabasan in the future, kung ano yung magiging answer ng Panginoon sa mga lahat ng katanungan ko, yun yung pinagawakan kong um, verse. Na, yun nga, hindi mo man naintindihan ngayon, pero later you will. Napakahirap, no? Napakahirap um, na to fully trust yung yung sinabi ng Panginoon. Pero, yun nga, kailangan mo lang talagang, kailangan mo lang talagang piliin na, na simulan na i-trust yung plano niya kaysa sa plano mo. Kasi, hindi na, yun yung excited ako kung ano yung will ng Panginoon sa buhay ko. Kasi dumating sa point na mas pinili ko yung plano ko kaysa sa plano niya, which is hindi naging maganda yung resulta. At least, no, nasaksihan ko mismo kung kung gaano ka different yung plano ko dun sa plano niya. Ngayon, mas hindi mabigat sa pakiramdam kasi sinurrender ko sa kanya lahat na.
Amen.
Simula nung time na na-realize ko na mali ako sa mga plano ko. Alam mo yung pinipilit mo mangyari yung mga plano mo na hindi naman nagsasang-ayon dun sa gusto ng Panginoon.
I love that topic. It also brings back the question, ano ba talaga? Like, we hear that term a lot, follow your heart, follow your feelings. And my said it, sometimes we gotta trust in God's plan rather than our own plans. And a lot of seeing Edward Puro God. Well, he's moved in my life and he's moved in my mind as well. And wala lang, maganda lang. Sometimes we understand it backwards. Pero something that we do see clear as day, walang backwards, walang hidden meaning, is the fact that we're over or almost over 12.8 thousand viewers at the moment. Almost 13,000, over 2.2 million hearts, and over 4.6 million diamonds. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane. 4.7 million. This is crazy. What the heck? 4.721. I feel like we have to give a shout out. And as we do that, please everyone send your questions now when we're in this habang hindi nagpa-play yung episode, so we can, it's hard to really keep count of all the diamonds at yung mga gifters, at yung mga pangalan mga gifters, and then take down the questions. So send your questions now. I'll be reading them. At Yana and at Felice, you're gonna be helping me get the questions down kasi sobrang bilis ng chat. But to our top three gifters for the episode, we see at number three is Mayet Smith. At number two is Zita Lopez. And number one, it is Chiming Chippy. Of course, to MGD Del R. Jonas Smith 3, Reyna Serra, Zita Lopez, C. Colin 29, Mayward Malaysia, Kismet Mayward, Skrenge, Sakura Shirota, Mayward Japan, Mayward Singapore chapter, Salad 510, who portrays Sepertini, Heller Sarah or Heller Sarah, Mayor Japan Farahana. Um, wow, what a question at the Anna. Wait, where am I at now? Mayor Japan, yeah, Mayward Flyers official, Haina Ramber, Hong Kong solo. There's so many guys. I have to read all of these because you guys are giving so much. We're almost at five. We're at 5.8 now. I think we can hit 5 million soon. And I have to shout out all of you guys to Sally Vim, Silent Lurker Gab, Van Vic, Itsy Ditsy Spider, Chiming Chippy with another Yamashita Gold, Lurker Anonymous, Simpling Fan, Mayward Ducande, Reyna Serra, Sanahe Mayward, and Chiming Chippy with another Ibano Dharma, MG Del. So many things, grave. A lot of questions are here. What's the best thing that happened in your relationship with MAYMAY? My relationship with MAYMAY, let's I mean, other than the experiences, I got to travel all the time. Nakapunta kami sa San Francisco, Hawaii, Rome just for ASAP. I got to go to Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Where else have we gone? We've gone to Norway for work. We've gone to Japan for work. Of course, all over the Philippines. That's probably one of the best things because my dream is really to travel. Before I really settle down, I want to be able to travel a lot as well. At yun din ang pangarap ni MAYMAY. So, getting to travel not just with each other but for work, kahit anong mangyari, talagang ikikip ko yung mga memories na yan na unbiasedly God-given and grateful for all those experiences. Pero anong feeling na kakabaptize mo lang? I think this is not really part of the topic. Pero sige lang, wonderful feeling, a new creation. Um, and I don't know, it's not just like the event of a baptism that changes you. It's really sort of before that. Parang, parang yun ang cherry on top, but that's not the main change. It's not just because of that event that things have changed. Pero something that keeps on changing is the amount of diamonds that we're getting. We're at 13.5 million, million tuloy, 13,500 people watching, 5.2 million diamonds, 2.3 million hearts. This is insane. Pero guys, keep on hold it back just a little bit because I feel like the best parts of the interview is still to come. So, oh, we just got another Yamashita Gold. We're at 5.4. What? I can barely even keep track. We're at almost 5.5 million. Nabubulol na ako sa sobrang gulat. Pero, guys, keep it as my parents said when I was very young. Edward, keep it in your pants because the best part is still to come. We'll see you guys in just a bit. And now you're here. And that's a testimony in itself. At sabi mo mismo kanina, I'll just repeat what you said. Whatever mistakes, whatever failures, whatever evil can always be turned to good. God will always turn it to good. And the fact that you're just here, Mai, telling your story is already a blessing to all of us as well. I just want to move on to something as well na very
Okay.
near and dear to all of our hearts. Alam natin naman to. And I wanna spend time here because yung totoo, hindi lang to interview for me. This is also a time where I just get to talk to you and to
Oo
reflect
naman.
as well. So we've been in a love
Mm.
team, Mai, for going in on, well, I don't know the exact date, pero sa August 6, magiging 5 years na nasa industriya tayo. And that will be August 6, 2016 is the day I met you. August 5 pumasok
Mm.
ka sa PBB. And it's been a crazy journey. Daming nangyari, daming experiences from then until now. A
Mm.
lot of first times, traveling experiences sa industry, a lot of everything. So I just want to get your thoughts on this. Yung love team natin, super supportive yung mga fans. And I know we get to
Mm.
thank them all the time. Pero
Oo.
para sa'yo, how did having a love team help with the journey, with the career, with yung mga first time experiences?
Paano siya nakatulong sa akin? Siguro especially dun sa starting pa lang tayo dito sa industriya, sobrang nakatulong na may kasama ka talaga to grow sa mundong ginagalawan natin. Kasi importante din na may kasama ka na like example kapag na-overwhelm ka, may magre-remind sa'yo na, "Uy, kalalaki yung ulo mo,
Mhm.
stay grounded," gano'n. Um, Ayun. So, isa din sa mga natutunan ko na hindi sa lahat ng bagay pala na mag na puwede kayong mag-grow together, 'no? Tsaka mo talaga ma mawi-witness kung gaano ka ka maging masaya sa partner mo kapag naghiwalay kayo. Like
Mhm.
ikaw nag-ghosting ka, ako nag-perform ka, kung paano niyo sinusuportahan yung isa't isa. Kasi na-realize ko na kapag nagiging komportable kayo sa isa't isa or naging alam mo yun, nagiging dependent ka na sa
Yeah.
partner mo, hindi ka naggo-grow, alam mo yun. Um, pero yun nga, the more kasi na hindi tayo nagiging komportable, ibig sabihin naggo-grow tayo.
Mhm.
So, ayun lang kahit anong mangyari nagsisimula naman na iba yung proyekto mo like nag-host ka na ta's ngayon performing, parang dun mo masasabi na alam mo yun, kung gaano ka-solid yung foundation na na-build natin nung
Nung early
past.
years. Mm.
Oo, nung earlier. Kaya so yun,
So wait, just to
um,
clarify Maya, siguro maraming nagtataka ngayon or natataranta. We
hmm,
are still in a love team. Hindi kami naghiwalay or of course we're not separated as a love team of course. So we don't tama no May? Is there something I don't
oh,
know?
ba ah, tawag nito, ayun na nga, gusto lang namin sabihin sa mga tao na puwede kaming magtrabaho sa isa't isa
Yeah.
without you guys pressuring us na maging kami. So,
Yeah.
gusto ko lang i-clear 'yun na puwede kaming mag-enjoy, um, as a love team na magkatrabaho na na good friends kami. So 'yun.
Yeah. And we're hopefully gonna we'll be growing in our own ways as well. Pero nothing can ever change the way that we started and we started together as well. So I want to dive straight in to something na actually wala sa script. Naisip ko lang ngayon if there's a place.
Oo. Sige, kaya natin 'to.
Okay, my 2020 crazy year.
Hmm,
A lot of stuff
mm,
was said about me. A lot of stuff was rumored about me. Um yeah, a lot of things.
mm,
And I'm looking back on it right now, and it was a process together to just get over, to just think about.
mm.
Um, ano yung thoughts mo? Um, ano yung thoughts mo about that? Um, going through that, especially when all these things were said. Um,
Mm.
how did you feel about that then? Because I never asked you. I never got to talk to you about it. A lot of things that were
Oh,
not
wow.
true were said. I never got to really clear up everything with you. So, para sa'yo, ano yung thoughts mo?
Um, wow, biglaan 'to. Tito Boy, ikaw ba 'yan? Hindi, as a friend mo na kilala ka na since 2016, nung nung nakita kitang yun, alam mo yun na-experience mo yung yung last year na kita-kitang sobrang hirap na hirap ka kung paano mo i-handle yung pressure, yung rumor na yun mula sa'yo. Um, sobrang na sobrang na-feel bad ako at alam mo yon simula nung nakita ko yon talagang pinagtrabahuan natin dalawa ko. Kung ano ba yung magagawa ko para lang ma-stop yun. Pero yun nga, kahit anong gawin natin, kahit anong sabi natin, hindi, may iba talaga na hindi tumitigil, no? Um, kasi gaya ng sinabi mo, di naman talaga natin nagbigay ng chance na 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 i-open up natin to kahit sa personal. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung buong nangyari talaga. Bigla na lang nag-pop out yung mga rumor na ganon. Hindi kita tinanong. Hindi kita tinanong kung totoo ba o hindi. Ang alam ko lang, kahit hindi kita tinanong, pero sigurado ako sa sarili ko. Dahil kilala na kita, alam kong, alam kong may mga bagay na hindi mo talaga magagawa yun. At siguro, gusto ko lang sabihin sa'yo ng importante ay kami yung mga taong naniniwala talaga sa'yo at kilala ka. Siguro, importante na enough na yung alam namin yung totoo. Hindi mo na kailangan na gawin pa ang mga bagay para lang makapagpasaya dun sa mga tao kung ano yung approval nila. Kasi kahit anong gawin mo, hindi mo lahat mapipilis talaga. At Edward, kilala mo yung sarili mo. Kilala mo kung ano yung, alam mo kung ano yung values mo. At siguro hindi ko alam talaga kung ano yung totoong nararamdaman mo. Kasi siguro mas naapektuhan ka nung dinamay na like, yung family mo, ano yun, dinamay na pati yung mga matalik mong kaibigan, yung mga mahal mo sa buhay, yung mga kinikare mo talaga. At ako, kapag inisip ko na nandiyan ako sa sitwasyon mo, at hindi man totoo yung mga naririnig natin, pero tina-target yung mga mahal natin sa buhay, yun yung pinaka mas masakit, di ba? Kaysa sa atin. Kaya naramdam ko yung pinagdaanan mo na yun. At gusto ko na lang din na umingi ng pasensya sa'yo kung hindi enough yung hindi enough yung bilang isang kaibigan na paano kita protektahan. Kasi nung time na yon may hindi tayong pagkakaintindihan at alam mo yun, tas nangyari sa'yo yun, sorry kung um, wala ako dun sa time
No,
na
wait.
sobrang
I have to say, you did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. And I have to say this. Forget the show. You did nothing wrong. You did everything right. Even when we worked together, some movie, you had my
mm-mm,
back. You supported me. Um, and thank you for that. Di mo alam yung weight na na-lift sa chest ko after hearing those words. Um, siguro ang masasabi ko at yung gusto ko lang sabihin is when you were talking earlier about making your mistakes, I've made my own mistakes, realizing stuff through failure, and it's one of the reasons why I until now there are certain things I have struggles forgiving myself for. And one of them is putting you in a situation where you got hurt or other people got hurt, and there are reasons why I have to find my forgiveness in God. I'm not gonna say like I have to tell the whole world. I mean, a lot of people. Can I just say, um, it's not what everyone thinks. Um, Grabe, hindi talaga. But I just have
Oo.
to say to you, Mai, if I've never said it before, I'm just sorry where I had to put you. From the bottom of my heart, I'm really sorry that I allowed
Uy,
you to be
buang.
put in a situation like that, or that you had to go through that. So thank you to you for supporting me through it. Um, and like you said, God's plans are better than mine, than ours. So
Tama
where do
ka.
we move on from here?
Tama ka, Ed. Kasi hindi, tama ka. Gusto ko lang i-clear sa lahat ng mga tao na yung hindi natin pagkakaintindihan, hindi yun. Bakit, tas alam mo yung parang nagko-connect-connect sila, bakit dahil ito? Parang
Oo,
alam mo
parang
yung
naging
detective ba
FBI.
kayo? Detective po ba kayo? Teka lang, ba't mas alam niyo pa po yung buhay namin kaysa sa alam mo
Well,
yun, siguro, Edward, masasabi ko lang na nakaka-proud yung growth mo sa Panginoon. At yung panahon na hindi natin pagkakaintindihan tapos biglang pumasok yung rumor na yun, tas
mhm,
yung panahon na nalampasan mo yun, isa yun sa mga dapat i-celebrate talaga, eh. Kasi kasi dun mo na-realize talaga na grabe dun mo na-realize kung gaano ka-amazing si God 'no, na
amen.
kung wala siya hindi mo malalampasan yun kasi
Hindi
kung
talaga.
wala yung oo, kung wala yung presensya niya. At gaya mo na-rescue ka din ng Panginoon
Amen.
sa time na
Eh,
sa time mo oo.
if there's anything that forever I want, however long our love team goes, however long our careers go, I want one thing and one thing only to be remembered. And that's not yung mga projects natin, but it's that if anything, we are just two people who were saved by God in so many ways. So let that be. If there's anything celebrated, let it be that is celebrated. But um, ah, well, how do I comment on that? Um, it's all said. It's all said. Um, like my main intention talaga when and asking that wala yun talaga sa script. I mean, may nagtanong kanina, may script pa ba kayo? At this point, halfway mark ng interview, wala nang script. Honestly, it was really just whatever. I wasn't even really planning to ask about that. It just popped up. Um, pero like a lot of people's like, hey, you want to clear up what happened? Ano ba talaga ang nangyari? Um, I don't need. I really don't feel like if I felt like it would help. I still don't think I would even have to. It's not what everyone thinks, and that's honestly the end of it. Pero like that's actually my first time talking about it deeply with my so said and done, and I'm it's just another example of the way that things have changed as well, and how it's built me up and it's built her up in her own ways. So ang dami daw naiiyak ngayon. At ako naiiyak ako dito sa kilikili ko because we're actually over 15,000 viewers, over almost 3 million hearts, I guess 2.8 million hearts, and almost 7 million diamonds. That's over two times the amount of our record. This is absolutely crazy. So to Zita Lopez, to MG Delar, to Love Summer, to Agnes. Love Summer gave two Yamashita golds. I'm Sarah Nang, Sarah NG, NJ, Kevin Home Alone, my dad's here. Itsy Ditsy Spider, Jade Charms, Fangirl Composer, I Love Mayward, Loki Song, Sakura, Shirota, still love that name. Silent Lurker Gab. Sweet Tangerine, love summer for that. Yamashita Gold. I'm Rain Luis. This kind love. I'm Sarah and G. Saranghi Mayward, Sakura Shirota, Mayat Smith, Mayward Japan, and Anjay. Salamat. Super salamat. Um, what else could I talk about? Oh, and what else could I talk about? You guys see where we're at in the interview at the moment, and if anything, I was talking to my friends about this before. Um, but if anything, it seems like the words can incriminate me more. But no. And kahit hindi nyo naiintindihan, or even if you don't know, the reason I feel like I really don't care anymore is my mind's okay with it. My family's okay with it. I'm okay with it. My friends know everything, and then may mga sirens. Sana okay lahat. But everything's good. Everything's good, and I want to thank all of you guys for just being part of the process. Because as we hit around 7 million diamonds, I want to bring it back to the interview, and the best is yet to come. So watch this, guys. There's there's actually a lot more I want to ask you and get through. Um,
Mm.
and I want to thank you for just being able to come and being so game and being so open.
Oo naman.
Siguro ramdam mo, it's a great way to be lifted off my shoulders as well. Pero I just one question that everyone wants to ask so much, and a
Hmm.
lot of people wanted this, and I personally just want to know, and without getting too much further, without too much build up, I just want to ask, how's your heart? How's your heart at the moment?
Ah, siyempre nakuwento ko na din 'to sa'yo, 'di ba? Nasabi ko naman na sa'yo, yung heart ko at the moment, kahit siguro nasa process ako na hindi ako okey, kahit na nasa process ako na, um, naghi-heal pa lang ako dun sa past ko, um, isa sa mga masayang-masaya ako at pinapasalamatan ko na masaya ang puso ko. 'Di ba sabi mo iba yung happiness sa joy, um,
Mm.
masaya na, I have that both, mm,
Yung hope and yung joy and happiness.
and happiness, mm.
Well, as long as I'm happy with that. That's all I want to ask on that. As long as you have joy and that your happiness, that is something that we can all, and I'm saying all,
Hmm.
indulge on. As long as ang dami nagsasabi na ask this question, ask that question. Meron nga dito sa script pero hindi ko tatanungin yung um once and for all, what do you want to say to your fans who don't seem to respect your choices in life? Ang masasabi ko lang, answering on both of our behalfs. Whatever
Mm.
my chooses, whatever I choose, that's what will be joyful and happy. I do it. There's more need to be said. May parang hindi, no?
Ano, Edward?
but, wag na, but like there's more have to be said. Basta kung ano yung magiging decision namin, kung ano yung magiging decision ni Mai. Um, that's what we choose, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yan na yun.
Krr,
Paano tayo,
krr.
paano tayo mag-move on dito? Pero yun, there's so much, but ang dami pang mga tanong. Grabe yung, sorry
Mm.
Atiana, grabe yung prep ng writer namin for this episode. But I actually just want to end it
Oo.
off with this last segment. Okay lang ba yan, Mai? Game ka
Mm.
pa? Hindi ka pa antok?
Oo, okey pa naman.
Okay pa naman.
Sige.
Oh my gosh. Let's just do this. It's called the 3Q question. Game ka?
Ano
3Q.
yun?
Okay, so 3Q segment. Game ka?
Okay, game.
Okay, we're gonna go. Salitan to so magiging host ka rin dito. We got 3 questions that we get to ask to each other. Um,
Okey, okey.
okay, game ka?
Okey, game
Any
yata.
questions? Any question that you
Sige,
wanna ask? Game ka?
sige. game na
Okay.
ako. Oo.
I'm gonna let you start.
Hala!
Three
Wait
questions.
lang, kinakabahan ako sa question mo kasi ang init ng question mo nitong ano, eh, nitong last question mo. Okey. Bakit parang 3 question, dami-daming mga tinanong sa'kin, dapat akin na yung lahat ng question na 'yan, dapat
Oh, sige,
6
kung
questions.
gusto mo, six
Hindi,
questions
joke
sa'yo.
lang.
Six
Hindi,
questions
go.
sa'yo.
Hindi, hindi, hindi. Let's go. Okey 'tong segment na
Pero
'to.
wag na yung kumusta ka,
Iiyak.
wag na yung, um, wag
Ay
natin yung
naku,
mga simpleng
yun na dapat
questions.
ako, eh. Yun na dapat ako,
Any
eh. Oh, sige.
wag yung super babaw lang, wag yung super babaw lang.
Okey, sige. Kung hindi ka naging artista ngayon, ano ka, tao, bagay? Joke lang.
Super babaw yan.
Eto na.
Actually, yung question na yun nasa
Gusto mo
script ko,
talaga
eh.
gusto mo talaga
Sige,
nakaka-challenge,
sige. Kasi
sige!
yung nakaka-challenge yung mga questions ko sa'yo,
Sige.
eh.
Sige, challenge na question. Hala, wait lang. Okey, gaya ng
Go.
sinabi mo. Ay, ayoko na nga.
Sige
Too
na.
much personal. Ayun na nga, yun muna, dun muna tayo, pa-build up,
Oh, sige,
pahirap
pa-build
tayo
up
ng
tayo,
pahirap.
pa-build up
So,
tayo.
kung
Sige,
hindi
sige,
ka
game.
artista kasi kung hindi ka artista, ano yung sa tingin mo na ginagawa mo ngayon?
Well, I'll be 21 this year, so I'd probably be in university. I'd probably be unhappy, sa buhay ko. Because honestly, may mga experiences dito, na naging dahilan kung bakit nakalapit ako kay God. So I remember in
Mm,
Germany, I wouldn't be happy. I wasn't knowing what to even expect there. So I'd probably be in
mm.
university alone, tired, and not having fun. Yun ang honest answer to that. Okay? Happy ka sa sagot mo,
Okey.
May? Pa-build up tayo, no? Um,
Happy ako sa tanong ko.
okay. Ito na.
Okey.
Um, what's the ultimate
Ako
lesson? Ah, salitan, 'di ba? Salitan.
okey. Okey.
Ikaw next? Gusto mo ikaw next?
Hindi, ikaw na
Okay,
next.
let's
Hindi,
go with me. Next, go
ginaganon
with
lang
me.
kita kasi kinakabahan ako dun sa mga tanong mo.
Okay.
Oh.
Pa-build up naman 'to, eh. Pa-build up naman 'to. Okay, so what's one thing about um what's one thing that scares you away from love?
Oh, what's one thing that
Or what's one thing about
what's
love that
one thing
scares you?
ano yung yun yung kinakatakutan ko sa love na
Mm.
ano yung kinakatakutan ko sa love na mangyayari?
Puweds na 'yan, yeah.
Hmm, siguro ang siguro yung mahanap yung tamang tao sa buhay mo, pero dahil sa maling desisyon mo, posibleng mawawala siya sa buhay mo. So yun.
Afraid of losing,
At
sorry,
isa din,
go.
ayun, para mas lalo mo pang maintindihan, siguro isa din sa mga kinakatakutan ko kapag alam mo yun, alam ko karamihan sa'tin nakaka-experience tayo ng ganito na bakit parang mahal lang nila tayo sa kung ano yung mabuti sa'tin, kung ano yung maganda sa'tin. Pero kapag nakita mo na ba nila yung buong pagkatao ko, mamahalin pa rin ba nila ako? Kaya ba nila akong patawarin dun sa mga pagkakamaling nagawa ko dati? Um, yun. Yun yung mga kinakatakutan ko na kapag darating sa point na malaman nila yung buong pagkatao ko, mamahalin pa rin ba nila ako? Yun.
Okay. Wala akong follow-up
Okay,
questions dun. I think you left it said. Ikaw, May, ano yung
okay.
next question for me? Second question.
Hmm, okay, second question ko sa'yo, Edward. Gusto mo bang mag-aral ulit? Okay, okay. Ito
Wow!
na nga. Puwede bang yun na lang din yung tanong ko sa'yo, yung tinanong mo sa'kin, ano ba yung kinakatakutan mo sa
Okay.
love?
Sige. For me, one of the things that I'm afraid of most is okay, sorry, Ate Ana, daming dead air. For me, one of the things that scares me most about love is making the same
Eh,
mistakes that I did before. Um, for never getting the chance to make it right and never getting to say the things that I'd wish I'd said before. Because looking back now, my time during sa movie na-realize ko, me as a person, when we were shooting for the movie, this was 2020 November, October time, where I realized
mm.
that I'm not the best person. It was started even at the beginning of 2020, and siguro yun ang not getting another shot. Yun na yan. Okay, next question. Next question.
Okay, next
Um,
question.
next question. What are you willing to give up or to let go of to surrender for ano, parang pangit yan.
For love?
No, 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 no. What are you willing to give up for the person who truly cares about you and loves you?
Hala, what about I give up my airdrop muna kasi it's lowbat na.
Okay, sige.
Hello?
Okay na.
Ayun
Hello?
na. Okay na. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry, sorry.
My
Technical
once and for all.
difficulty.
What is what is nakalimutan ko tuloy. I wrote this down a while ago. What are you willing to give up for the person who loves you and truly, truly cares for you?
Oh, I give up everything.
Hmm?
Um, sobrang ano 'no, sobrang cheesy. Sobrang cheesy pakinggan pero alam mo, kaya kong i-give up lahat para sa taong nagmamahal sa'kin ng buo. Um, 'Yun. Kasi masasabi ko talaga yung definition ng love ko ay more on sacrifice. Kasi nga 'di ba, kahit ang Panginoon nga sinakripisyo niya yung buhay niya. Hindi
Mm.
yung everything that he had, pero yung buhay niya para sa mga taong mahal niya. So, gaya ko, kaya kong i-give up lahat para lang sa taong totoong nagmamahal sa akin at alam kong hindi ako iiwan. Kasi
Okay.
feeling ko aanhin ko naman ang lahat kung alam mo 'yun, hindi ka masaya na at, ah, hala ayoko na nga. Okey, next na tayo, Edward.
Okay. What's your next question?
Baka ano okey, baka ano pa masabi ko. Ang next question ko, gusto mo pa ba ipagpatuloy 'tong kuwentong barber na 'to? Kasi parang utal na utal tayo, eh, lagi natin
Okay lang, okay
parang
lang.
pahirap ng pahirap yung mga tanong, eh.
I think that's one question that we all have to ask ourselves: what are you willing to give up for something that you really want? Lahat naman tayo, we want that love eh. But what are you willing to give up for it? And the bigger question, even bigger than that, is: are you supposed to give up everything that you actually need for that you want? I don't know. It's another thought to put out there. But as we're thinking about the different questions and the different answers to those questions, I want to ask all of you, send your questions in because ito na yung part. I think this is one of the last chunks that I'll be coming in for shoutouts and to answer questions. Kaya na, isend nyo na ang mga tanong nyo. Meron dito tanong from our very beloved VJI. Ang motherbird ng mix. I love you, VJI, if you're watching. Sabi niya, bakit daw never na tanong ni Maymay at never na bring up at never mo na bring up yung issue or the issue to Maymay. So, very honest, very simple answer. It's just why the need to again, like actually when it was coming out, there was a short call that we had when it was coming out, and we it was like the main bare bones of the details were shared or sinabi ko sa kanya, and after that it's like okay, and then you don't have to say the rest, and it's one of those things na uh she could see how everything, like the burden that was on me, at nakita ko in some ways the burden on her, maybe not fully. But again, I'm saying this is during the time na nagka-work kami for the movie Princess Diaries. Um, and it was more like my and I dati pa nagsimula sa hand gestures yung communication namin. Nagsimula as in ganun ka basic. We started with hand gestures and hand signals, the sign language. That was how we understood each other. So very early on, this may sound cheesy, but it's true. We learned to understand the way that we feel. Like a certain bond there built under pressure and a lot of time on set, a lot of time on stage, a lot of time in changing rooms, working together. Ramdam ko agad, even if I'm just sitting next to her, she's not in the mood to talk. I feel like she's carrying something. Maybe she doesn't want to talk about that at the moment. So I'll just be here. At may ganyan factor, or I don't know if it's a skill. Is it a skill or connection? I don't know. That's something that we have. And that's not a necessarily a romantic thing. It's just like, I know this. I know her. I know she knows me. So it's one of those things, especially when you're working and you're in a work setting, if it's not time to bring it up, wag muna. Um, if it's not a reason, if there's no safe space to talk about it, kasi syempre, ayaw mo masabotage yung work, di ba? Maybe lalabas yung emotions, which is rightfully so. Tapos you're about to take a scene where you're all happy. Nako po, that's gonna be bad for work as well, as lalo na pag quarantine lock-in. So, I mean, part of it is I know what she's going through. I know what he's going through. We're happy with that. We're okay. Contento kami dito. I understand. Um, and the other is just sort of like, okay, convenience for work. We gotta work first. Um, what's one of the things you miss the most doing with my mom? I said this a while ago. I think traveling, honestly, traveling is there. Um, can we do shout outs first and then I'll ask one more question at the end? I'll ask this one last question. I'll answer this one last question. Pero bago yun, we're at 17,000 people. This is so insane. 17.3 thousand people watching and 8.1 million diamonds. Um, 8.1 million diamonds. Our record before was 2.7. Now we're at 8.1. Maraming salamat, Mayet Smith. Fangirl composer, MG Del Ara, Ulan, Jonas Smith, Daisy Fabro Fujiyama. Lovely name. Planet. You guys are making me struggle with these names. Planet Tumeboshi. Zita Lopez, Scrangenars. You guys, Screnge Nars. And Kevin Home Alone, my dad. Cattle Yami. I'm butchering these names. I'm absolutely butchering these names. I'm so sorry, and I love you. But you guys know who you are. Skrenginars as well. Thank you so much for that, Ibong Adarna. Um, pero yun, there's just one last question. Uh, question. I'm not sure who it's from. Atiana just sent it to me from the chat. Malalaman ba namin ang real score? I guess sa taktang panahon, in some ways, we might. I can't honestly say when. Um, I don't even honestly know how. Pero I think before that, maybe we can, as you could say, as they usually say, actions speak louder than words. Diba? I think we all agree with that. So let's get back to the interview, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. And the last question is yours.
Okay.
So ikaw bahala kung gaano kahirap to. Pero last question mo to.
Uy, okay sige, ano ba yung napi-picture out mong, um, yung sa susunod na magmamahal ka ulit, um, ano at sino at paano mo siya made-define 'no? Kasi 'di ba may for sure nagpe-pray ka ng sobrang details ngayon sa sa magiging future na mamahalin mo. So, anong quality ng girl ang gusto mong maging alam mo sa susunod na mamahalin mo?
Okay, my answer is actually I don't have to think about that. Um, for me, it's wala yun sa parang ang iniisip ko is triangle.
Mm,
Ako, that girl, and God in the very top. So siya yung nasa gitna. Yung
mm,
isa sa non-negotiables ko is that she has to love God more than me. Um, and for me, for that relationship, yung pinapray ko lang ngayon is just to have a very, just to have it centered around God. Just to center it around Him, for it to love Him most. Um, Meron mga qualities that a man should have. Um, like I just want to be able to serve that person, to sacrifice it for that person, um, to do the things that I should do to lead that person. I want to be able to lead that person spiritually. Parang na-gets mo na yung sinabi mo ng ilan years. It's all about service. It's not
oo,
about yourself. It's about that person. It's about seeking first the kingdom, and then having all things added onto you. That's it.
mm,
To be centered around God, not to make it too cheesy or anything.
mm,
The qualities that I want is just the faith there. Kasi susunod lahat eh. Everything will come after that.
mm,
Um,
tama,
Everything will come after that. Someone who just loves God as much as I do and loves God more than me. Um, so yun. Happy ka masasagot mo? Sagot ko, May.
oo. Happy
Okay,
naman Edward, oo.
happy naman. Ang last question ko sa'yo, I'm gonna put it out there. I've been
Hmm,
thinking about this for a bit, and I'm not gonna ask it in such a detailed way. I'm just gonna say, May, is there still a chance? Yun
na
lang. Is there still a chance?
na alin?
Basta, is there still a chance?
Oh my God, Edward, talagang kinorner mo ako sa tanong na yan. Talaga ba? Edward, yung totoo, honestly talaga, ang pinakaayaw ko ay magpaasa. Um, as much as possible, gusto ko talaga na naging totoo ako sa sa nararamdaman ko. At alam mo yun, um, siguro, um, siguro para sa akin, oh my God, at Kagaya ng sinabi mo na kanina ba, "Ate Yana, sorry ang daming ano, ang daming dead air." Ikaw kasi pasimuno nito. Ikaw pasimuno nito, Edward, huwag mo sisihin si Ate Yana. Uy, grabe. So yun, gaya ng sinabi mo kanina, o sige, magpakatotoo na tayo. Wala, nandito na tayo. Gaya ng sinabi mo kanina kasi, yung mga pagkakamaling nagawa tapos alam mo yun, ang pinakamahirap kasi sa akin kapag kasi alam mo yun, 'pag nasira na yung tiwala, ang hirap mabalik. Alam ko alam ko posible yon sa ibang tao lalo na dun sa sobrang alam mo yun, may faith sa Panginoon. Kasi yung Panginoon nga nakakapagbigay ng million chances para magsimula ulit. Ako pa kaya na tao lang. Siguro sa akin, alam mo naman na meron akong past experience sa family ko, sa buhay ko, about dun sa kapag nasira yung tiwala. Ang hirap ulit makabangon, ang hirap ulit tanggapin, ang hirap ulit magsimula. At alam mo yon, kahit nabigyan natin ng panahon, na mahabang panahon para mabigyan ng pagkakataon na alam mo yon, para may maging chance. Pero alam natin sa sarili natin na yung alam natin sa sarili natin na mahirap na maibalik yung tiwala na nawala. Pero pero may pag-asa na maibalik yung yung pagiging komportable natin sa isa't isa bilang alam mo yun, bilang isang una at pinakamalapit na kaibigan dito sa pagsisimula natin sa industriya. At kahit anong mangyari, andito pa rin naman ako para suportahan ka. Hindi ko man alam kung anong mangyayari sa future. Ayoko din naman na magsalita ng patapos, pero ayoko din, at the same time, ayoko din talaga magpaasa. Lalo na sa ngayon ay sobrang na sa ngayon nahanap ko yung saya na gusto ko. At at nahanap ko yung saya na yon nung panahon na nung panahon na walang kahit sinong tumulong o andiyan para sa akin. Kahit yung panahon na sobrang nahihirapan ako, wala wala yung taong gusto kong andun. Pero pero yun nga, past naman na yun. Past na yun, na-forgive ko na yung pangyayaring yun. At at pinakaimportante ay siguro gaya ng sinabi mo, yung kinakatakutan mo ay baka mangyari ulit yung pagkakamaling nagawa mo dati. Mangyayari ulit yun kapag pinaniwalaan mo mangyayari ulit. Pero kapag naniniwala ka na hindi na mangyayari ulit yun at natuto ka dun sa past na yun, sigurado, lalo na ngayon, kitang-kita ko naman sa iyo yung laking pinagbago mo at masasabi kong um, nag-iba ka na pero sa magandang paraan. At at kaya hindi mahirap sa'yo na mahanap mo yung yung taong gusto mo para sa'yo.
Wow. Well, I think that's where we can leave it. I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show, for being so game. And I know to everyone watching that this is we're closing in on 1 hour 40 minutes interview, and
Oo.
parang nagsimula siya as an interview, and it's ending as just a conversation between two good friends. There's a certain love there that will never be gone. Respect there, a hope there, a trust there, and I know all of you guys hopefully see that. And I just want to thank you, Mai, not for coming on the show, not just for that, but for being the person you are, for spreading that joy, for spreading that hope, and being. There are very few people in my life that I will call a dove. Kasi yung doubles, yung simbolo ng pag-asa yun. But you are one of
Oo.
those people that brings hope to many people through God. You're an instrument in that, and I'm just thankful that I get to witness it and to see that relationship as well grow with him as well. Pero I just have a very short gift for you, kumbaga. I don't know if it will mean a lot. I hope so. Pero
Oo,
ito yung
pero teka lang, bago ka magbigay ng gift sa akin, pasalamatan mo muna ako na kaya ko lahat ng mga mahihirap na tanong na hindi ko in-expect na tatanungin mo. Grabe ka. Talaga bang ginawa mo 'to para ito yung finale?
ito yung finale.
Pero bago
Thank
mo
you. Thank you
i-end,
din.
gusto ko lang din mag-thank you sa'yo. Bago mo ibigay yung gift na yan at bago ka mag-closing, gusto ko din i-congratulate ka sa show na ito. Talagang grabe yung growth mo sa hosting. Oh my God, sobrang nasaksihan ko. Natandaan mo sa Iwat Asap, lagi kang wala sa mood after ng show dahil feeling mo hindi mo nagawa yung best mo. Feeling hindi ka nasasatisfied sa hosting mo. Tapos lagi ako nagsabi, Edward, nagawa mo ng tama, nagawa mo ito. Pero sige lang, laban lang tayo. Pero ikaw, hindi ako para dito, May, ganyan, ganyan, susuko na ako. Yung dati na panay, sabi mo sa akin, suko ka na, eto ka na ngayon. Finale na ng show mo at may upcoming new show ka pa. Grabe, Edward. Kaya dito talaga, masaya ako na na-witness ko din yung growth mo dito sa showbiz. Na masaya ako na na-try mo yung yung isa sa mga kinakatakutan mong i-embrace at ngayon, wow! Grabe yung mga nagge-guest mo. Yung hiya naman ako, Miss Bea Alonso, Miss
Oy,
Regine
oy.
Velasquez.
And you are at the top of that list. For sure. I
Oh,
don't care. You're at the top of that list. Pero salamat, Mai. Salamat dun. It means more than you know. Thank you for that. Uh, Oo nga, naalala ko din yung mga, Lian, Kyle. Sorry. I love you, Lian. Kyle. Pero that's a story for another time. I've already told that story a lot. Thank you so much to you, Mai. And as I was saying a while ago, you're a hope, symbol of hope to many. But two people specifically know that, see that, are walking with you with that, and hopefully this means something. Ate Felice, could you play that clip for us?
Hey, Mary Dale. Mahal na mahal kita.
We really love you and
Yeah.
so proud of you and the woman that you are and have become and are becoming. And we just know that God's got such incredible things in store for you. And I just count it a privilege to be walking alongside, maybe skipping sometimes alongside you in this life. So
We love you.
Yeah.
Like Kate said, we're proud of you. We love how you treat our children.
Yeah.
You're so loving and so kind to our children, and you're so generous in all that you do in your life. We've seen your generosity just flow out to people, your fans, your friends, your family, that type of thing. And so we're just really proud of
Yeah.
you, and we want you to know that we really love you and we're here for you, and just so excited to see your continued growth as a person
Yeah.
in your career. You're now
mm,
such a great
mm.
dancer. That's pretty good. Just a great dancer, and just that continued growth. So we
Yeah.
love you. We're proud of you,
So proud of you.
and so proud of your English. Wow, sobrang galing. Sobrang galing. Love you, girl. See ya.
Ah, Hala, thank you. Hala, grabe. Hindi ko
Okay,
in-expect. Wait lang.
for everyone who doesn't know,
Hala,
you guys, those two people might not be familiar to you, but they are two people who have had such impact on my life, and on my life as well. Sila yung mga pastor, or dalawa sa mga pastor, or lead pastors of Favorite Church, yung church namin,
mm.
who have been instrumental in changing our lives. So, yun, May. Anong gusto mong sabihin kay Pastor Kate and Pastor James?
Uy, grabe. Ayun, napaiyak pa ako dito sa last so na ito, tag dito, grabe, sobrang thank you, Pastor Kate, Pastor James. Hindi niyo alam kung paano nila ako natulungan talaga, especially itong past few weeks. To the point na, alam mo yun, gusto ko nang tapusin ng lahat, pero sila yung sila yung talaga yung mga prayer warriors ko na, alam mo yun, para ipagpatuloy yung buhay ko. Pagpatuloy yung kung anong meron ako, na patuloy lang natin, alam mo yun, pasalamatan kahit yung, at isini-celebrate kahit yung mga time na suffering, kumbaga. Yun lang. Masaya ako na nakilala ko sila, Pastor Kate tsaka Pastor James. At, ah, wala lang, hindi ko lang in-expect yun.
That's okay, May.
Nakakainis.
I'll send you that
Wala,
video as
yun.
well para in the future, if you need anything, you can, or if you need a boost, pwede mo panoorin yan. Pero once again, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you,
And
Edward.
as you know, this is gonna be streaming live later in May. So, ibabalik ko na kay Edward to the future in 3, 2, 1. Bye, Mai.
Huh?
Ibabato ko na sa, kasi live
Okay.
to, kaya may
Paano ba
closing.
batuin?
3, 2,
Paano?
1. Okay. Thanks, Mai. Can we just say a really big, or give a really big shout out sa pinaka-awkward na transition ever coming from Edward of the past. Pero yeah, that's actually the end of the interview. Maraming salamat. Oh my gosh. Well, eto na. I'm expecting it na. Send in your questions. Here we have one here. Anong naramdaman mo sa sagot ni Maymay? Honestly, Maymay and I have talked about this before, and binanggit naman namin sa interview. There's a difference between happiness and joy. And talking to a man of great wisdom, one of the most, I don't know, a sign, I guess, if you could say, of someone who loves or is comfortable in their faith, is when you can find the joy in the hardest of times. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Kumusta ka ngayon after that? I feel good. At the end of the day, we're still at 9.5 million diamonds. It's just parang a look back moment. Ito talaga ang look back moment, na kahit ano man ang mangyari, I can look back sa ilan episodes, Atiana? 13 episodes, I think. Tama ba? I lost count eh. Basta a whole season of Kwentong Barber na ito yung finale. And it's just crazy. It's just really crazy. And medyo lost for words ako ngayon. Syempre, nandun ako sa interview. Like I did the interview. Watching it back now, it's sort of just like, perspective. Perspective is a certain thing to say. And a lot of you might not understand. A lot of people, honestly, ang daming gusto malaman kung ano ba yan. Ano ba talaga? Ano yung nangyari? Edward, susuko ka na lang ba? The whole thing is our story. And I have no idea what the next chapter is. And one of my friends told me today na sobrang halos naiyak ako nung sinabi niya sa akin. God does not need a page of history or to take a page of history and use it to write the next chapter in your story. So, hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung sagot sa 99% ng mga questions, hindi ko talaga alam. but I do know that wherever God leads me from here is where I'm supposed to be, and that's what I'll do. And I just want to take this chance to thank my kinaya natin. We did it. We got the interview. It's a long time coming. We had so many like schedules and stuff like that. How many times lumipat yung date? From face to face to being online because of restrictions and all that stuff. But one thing I want to say is that in the coming days, sigurado ako maraming magpo-post ng mga video sa YouTube, yung mga thoughts nila sa Twitter, yung mga posts sa IG. And I want you all to remember one thing. Maymay and I, we're completely honest with everything that we have. Kung ano yung nakita nyo dito, kung ano yung narinig nyo dito, yan ang totoo. Yan ang honest, yan ang raw. People are gonna try and twist it. People will say their own opinions. God bless them. Basta you know from me, and you know from Maymay, kung sino kami talaga, how we are together, how solid we are together, how content we are together. Yung base na meron doon cannot be shaken, yung foundation of that friendship and that relationship. And people will try to shake it up, and that's okay. Basta the people who actually do care, the people who might be a little bit, confused at the moment, just believe me when I say we want it to be completely just open, and this is just where we are, and we're happy with this. So if you could enjoy it with us, if you could smile with us, if you could travel with us as we wherever this goes, and that would mean the world. And that's what I think everyone would be blessed to just experience that and join in on that journey. Pero gusto ko talaga I want to take the chance to really thank a couple of people, and I want to name them by name. Feliz, Iana, Ate Mayba, Miss Kathy. Pansinin mo may ate and may miss. But those are the people. And of course, we have to say thank you to Sir Mark. But of course, when I say Sir Mark Yambot, of course, the head of Mix. But these women that I mentioned, grabe yung effort, grabe yung energy, grabe yung time that they put in. I genuinely think if this was if this was with a different group of people, it wouldn't be the same. Iba talaga yung guests, yung lineup, iba talaga yung mga scripts, iba talaga yung setup ng virtual studio natin. It wouldn't be the same, and I can honestly say there's no one else I'd rather do this with than them. So to the four of you, I love you so much. And to everyone else behind the scenes, all of you guys, the consistent viewers, hindi ako makapaniwala halos 10 diamonds sa tayo. We're trending nationwide on Twitter. And overflowing yung puso ko ngayon. To all of my friends at church, we're at 10 million. Someone just sent a Yamashita gold. We're at 10 million. This is insane. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. But oh my gosh, wait. What do I say? Everyone abroad, and dami nanonood abroad, to all of the guests. Oh my gosh. From Darren Espanto to Maymay Entrate to Catriona Gray to Pastor James to Regine to SB19 to Abby from MNL48 to Enchong D to Donnie to everyone that guested. Grabe talaga yung sacrifice as well. And it's amazing to me to be able to be part of a show that we built, together with you. We built this on a platform, on a streaming platform. And let's just say if there is a season 2, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. And hopefully we can bring some global people in as well. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I really don't have any confirmation. I really don't know anything. It's just one of those moments where you're just like, okay, I'm just going to surrender to where we're going next. And I want to say a big thank you to the top 3 gifters for the episode. At number 3, Saranghay Mayward. At number 2, Zita Lopez. And number 1, Chiming Chippy. Grabe talaga kayo. The amount of dimes that you've spent. Please mag-ipon kayo again. Not to give to me, but always spend cautiously. I want to make sure that you guys still have enough money for yourselves and for your families and for your futures. But don't get me wrong, I appreciate it with all my heart. Also, I just want to take this chance to I don't know, my thoughts about the finale is just, it's been a crazy time. And it's not the end as well. And you guys can take that with a pinch of salt, however guys you want to interpret it. But I don't know. An ending is a new beginning. A new beginning is an ending in itself. So That might not make sense at all. It might just confuse you guys all a lot more. But the honest answer, I really don't know what's happening next. I just want to thank everyone who stayed tuned and watched the finale of Kwentong Barber. We're almost 2.5 hours into the live. Stay tuned because we're going to be having a special episode ng Kwentong Barber. Walang guest. It's just going to be an extra little thing on the side that we'll be having very, very soon. No worries, no stress. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be more interactive. It's just going to be you and me talking. Yun ang gusto ko. But for over 20,000 viewers, over 3.7 million hearts, over 10 million diamonds. I guess I just want to say this to end the episode. Last week on Monday, not this Monday, or last week on Monday, I got baptized. I got baptized with a couple of friends and families within COVID regulations. Nandun si Pastor James. I shared my testimony, which is available on to watch. I released a video on my Instagram if you guys just want to watch it. No pressure. I'm not trying to convert you. But there's this one verse that was shared at the end, and that is, it says, anyone who's in Christ is a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. And those fans who have known me since PBB, hopefully you can see the change in me. Hopefully you can see the growth in me. And you guys are a big part of that, and you're the reason I want to do that, or some of the reason I want to do that. I just want to thank you so much for being with me on this journey. And I love you guys from the very, very bottom of my heart. Even without the diamonds, even without the views, you guys have been one of the biggest blessings I could ever have in my life. And until next time, right here on Kwentong Barber, this is Edward Barber. Peace out. Love you guys.